out the clutch, hit the gas. Rally Radio, where the fast life meets the fast lane.
Yeah.
You're now tuned into Bars and Hoops Radio. Where the world of hip-hop and sports live.
Dropping the clutch and then I hit the gas. Wheels screeching, tires burning, I'm flying past. Gotta get home quick, don't wanna miss the class. They schooling you on whips and how to make them fast. Talking about everything from cars to plane. What's hot, what's next, and how to flip the game. They talk in my language, we speak the same. That whip talk complex, but yet they keep it plain. From the news, the interviews, they keep it cool. They give reviews, everything from parts to tools. Can't lose, come to whips, they not no fools. Don't miss the show, the start time is noon. The bearded one, S.I Shawn, they crazy though. You can't miss it, tune in to Rally Radio.
Where the fast life meets the fast lane.
Woo, 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 woo.
Yeah. We are here, baby, live and direct.
We are in the building, y'all. Shout out to everybody
100%.
Listening, paying attention. It's Rally Radio.
Mhm.
Now we get down, man. It's the bearded one here.
S.I Shawn, baby.
And we got a show lined up for you.
Factory.
First and foremost, want to say shout out to everybody listening, paying attention, those that are tuning in from home, on YouTube, on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, all of that. We getting it live right now. We appreciate all of y'all right now.
Fact.
Good morning. Shout out to my guy, Sales. Good morning. You know how we get
Let's
down.
go, Sales.
It's in the building. Yo,
What's up?
it's been one. Now, y'all know last week we was here.
Yeah.
And we was talking about, be careful out here, make it to the next year, man. And, got some real sad news, like, through the week.
Yeah, man. It was a little like strange when you hit my line and you told me. I was a little lost.
I was like, yo. Shout to everybody listening, paying attention. We in the building. That had blew my mind, man. So obviously, everybody that's in the automotive world know we talking about Ken Block. Rally in paradise to Ken Block.
Factory, though. Factory.
What's going on? We in the building. Everybody tuning in. I love it. They waking up. Let's go. The best part of waking up.
It's royal purple in my cup. Let's go. That's it.
Royal purple in my cup.
Let's go.
Yeah, we do it.
That's
but
a fact.
I gotta say, man, all jokes aside, we lost a legend.
Damn. That is accurate.
I mean, so obviously, right? We start looking around and, you think, we take a lot of things for granted. I just want to put that out. Everybody that's tuned in, please just drop a like, man. We appreciate you greatly. Just drop a like if you tuned in. Whatever you tuned in on, just drop a like if you can. That was real. It was tough. He's a legend, man.
Nah, it was really tough though. But like you said, man, you told people to get into the rooms with the padded walls and everything. I think he might have did that, but then as soon as the new year crossed over, he was like, I'm outside.
But it's Ken Block. And that's the thing I think about, man. Like, we take a lot of things for granted. And this is just in the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
Obviously, we dedicating the show to him because I feel like we have to.
I agree.
There's no way we could call ourselves automotive enthusiasts and sit here and be like, not even mention him in the beginning of the show.
For real.
I think the thing that, like I said, we take it for granted, like what people do behind the wheel. And we know like how tough it is.
Yeah.
I was watching a Hoonan video he did for Top Gear before he turned, like, it was the Hoonan Mustang, but it was before he painted it.
Yeah.
And, crazy. Out of control. And I was like, this dude he was a beast.
Yeah.
He was a certified animal. Like, I mean, like some of the things they was doing with Hoonigan, and then on top of that, he created a whole brand. And he really fathered that whole brand, that whole Hoonigan style. I remember one day I was driving around in the street, shout to everybody in Queens, and I ran into Ken Block. I don't know if you ever heard of him.
Nah, son.
So everybody's gonna laugh, but I'm dead serious. I'm driving in the street and I said, yo, that look like this is Focus.
Yeah.
The ST. I'm like, yo, I look like Ken Block's car. but it's fully rallied out, monster all over the side of the car, everything, roll cage in it, white rims, everything. The Oz looking racing wheels and stuff.
Man.
I pull up on him and it's a kid in there. I'm like, yo, what's going on, man? Where'd you get this? I was like, yo, is this your car? He said, yeah, it's my car. I said, yo, your car, you did a great, job trying to resemble Ken Block. He said, nah, Ken Black. I said, wait, he's serious. And I said, shout to him, yo.
That's a fact.
He said, you got Ken Block. I'm Ken Black.
Man,
I said,
that's
yo.
real. That's real.
So it just goes to show, like, people really, really respected this guy.
Yeah.
The video with the new S1 he built, Audi, legendary all the way around. I'm telling you, man, this is such a big loss for the automotive community, man. It really is. And it just goes to show, listen, don't take it for granted. If there's people out there that you like to watch and there's people out there, support them. Like I think about, I say, yo, I like Ken Block. I ain't gotten out one Monster shirt. That's sad. I should have one. And you know what? I mean, now everything is through the roof. You already know. Even the Hot Wheels cars. Shout to Jay. He was showing us the prices of some of this stuff now.
Yeah.
Prices jumping up all the way crazy. You want $400 for a Hot Wheel. I was like, yeah, they wilding. But
wait, which Hot Wheel?
The Ken Block Hot Wheel set.
Okay. Yeah, of course. Of course.
But I just wanted to say that, man. And I didn't want to somber the mood in the beginning of the show. But I just wanted everybody to know, man. The automotive community salutes Ken Block. And we salute all of those like Ken Block.
Factory, 100%.
You know what I mean?
100%.
There's a lot of drivers. There's a lot of people. But he was just different. He was different. Yeah. He was hanging the edge of the car off the cliff. Like, to me, like,
nah, he was turning it up though. What about the Porsche that he's working on? Remember that the pinkish Porsche?
The Pegasus.
Yes, huh?
Oh goodness. He has so many different things he was doing.
He's supposed to take that one up the mountain, but it didn't even make it.
Right? It couldn't get it started. They had a problem getting it started and getting it moving. Ah man, shout to Ken Block. Rally in paradise. I hate rest in peace. That sounds because he didn't want to go. And I hate that term. Rally in paradise, bro.
That's a fact.
Keep moving. Let's go, man, to the next level with you. So that's really what I wanted to say, man. You got any shout outs you want to give, kid?
Yeah, I just want to shout out to everybody who's just paying
Let's
attention,
go.
Doing the right thing, rocking with us.
And they popping in too. Don't forget to drop that like if you can. Drop a like if you can.
Drop the like, smash the like button, break it, destroy it. Do what you got to do, baby. Get it out there. Share it to the cousin, sister, mother, all that. But yo, definitely do your thing out there and pay attention. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you're gonna will it the right way. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that is to you, but just keep it cool though. You know what I'm saying?
Can't front. Cool. I was wheeling on the right way here. So.
That's it, son.
I was thumping this. I don't know, yo. I told everybody that we're gonna have a whole Gran Turismo battle coming up, right? So what I did was I got the Twitch page started. I don't know if y'all know that Gutterball Rally has a Twitch page, right? So now when we play, even if you don't play, you can watch.
Yeah.
It's gonna get real interesting now.
Nah, it's definitely gonna be turned up, man. So y'all out there, you know what I'm saying? Don't be nervous. Come on down, you know what I'm saying? Put you on the track, see what you about. Yeah, just enjoy yourself.
And don't forget, next week is track week.
Ooh.
2:00. Meet us here at the station because we out of here after that. Load up, get your helmet, your GoPro, and bring your cash. Because it's going down.
That's a fact.
For those that don't know what we're talking about, Gutterball Rally will be taking an adventure to Supercharged in Jersey.
Yeah, man, that should be a good one too. 100%.
Yeah, rain date is gonna be the next day. We ain't trying if we can't go that Saturday, then we going Sunday, but we're going. Shout out to my guy Keith. What's popping?
Let's go, Keith.
He in the building. Oh man, it's getting live. The numbers is jumping up there. We appreciate everybody. Just drop a like if you can. If you see it, share it too. If you can, share it. Gutterball Rally. We trying to be around the world, man. It starts with y'all, it ends with us. But we appreciate those that definitely tune in. With that being said, you know how we get down, kid.
Yeah.
Like I said, I wanted to give a shout out to myself for wheeling it in crazy coming in here, man. Hold
on. This is a family show, though. We don't condone.
No. It was controlled. It was controlled crazy.
Got you.
Hashtag that.
I hear that.
Control crazy. Yeah, I was in it, man. I had a good time, man. I was listening to this joint because I was playing Turismo all night. That's why I brought it up. Yo, there's a song on there, right? And everybody gonna laugh at me. My wife was laughing at me this morning because I was in the house like boom, 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 boom. I was like, yo. So I'm in the car. Shout out to my guy Zah. What's popping? I'm in the car and I'm bumping this joint like and I'm like, forget it. Like now, everything looks like Gran Turismo now.
That's a fact.
And I felt like everybody was trying to get in my way, son. It was like, it was a good time I had this morning, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's what having a great car does.
Factory. I believe that. Because I feel like you could turn, like, of course, right circumstance and all that. You could turn every drive into a thrilling drive if you ask me.
That's a fact. And that's what I was shooting for.
I agree 100%.
So sometimes you got to get your blood going before you start for the morning. You know what I mean?
That's a fact. Son.
But it was such a tremendous drive in, son.
I could imagine.
Such a tremendous. And I mean, it's so short. I like you ever be driving, you don't want it to be over.
Yo,
damn, I gotta go inside the building. And don't get me wrong, I love doing rally radio. We
100%.
love this because we get to come out here, we get to communicate with people who are like us.
Factory.
But at the same time, man.
Mm-hmm.
I was thumping it. And, on top of the Type R being a great car, great car, has a great sound system in it too, kid.
I believe that. So I know.
I had it in full R plus too.
Oh, you heard crazy.
You heard the wastegate, the stock intern. So I was like, oh. I was wilding, son. What's good, yo?
No, that's interesting. I ain't go front. That's definitely interesting, kid. You was definitely going for it, throwing it in the full R mode.
Oh, man, I went full R mode, kid. When it go R mode, there's no shake now. Now it's like, all right.
Time to dance.
Let's go. So it was tremendous, man. Shout out to everybody listening, paying attention. This is Rally Radio. It's the bearded one here.
S.I Shawn, baby.
What you got for us today, kid? What, any more shout outs? You got any more shout outs?
That's it for me, man. I just want to shout out to you, I'm saying. Just everybody out there, man. Keep doing what y'all got to do, man. Like I said before, just make it right. That's it.
I hear that. So if you ain't got no more shout outs, I ain't got no more shout outs. But I do want to shout out those who's listening.
Factory. 100%.
That being said, here we go. All right. Now, you tuned in last week.
Yeah.
I had a little bit of a recap for you. What you got for him today, kid?
Last week was pretty good. I got a couple things for y'all. Check it out. Hold on, wait. This is one of my favorite ones, though.
Let's go.
Tesla driver. Again, Tesla just always finds its way onto the show. I don't know how. They just do what they do.
Listen,
Tesla driver had to cancel Christmas plans due to the lack of the ability to start.
He's a brick. And you know what we say?
It's the understeer. What up? Where we like to ask, what the hell were you thinking?
He's an understeer early. Shout to those because it happens. Go ahead.
Oh Lord, do you know what makes it crazy though? His people probably was looking at him like this. For real?
Sorry.
But you know what they say though? They say that people who normally own EVs also got the gas joints tucked on the side, supposedly.
Hilarious.
Supposedly.
As the sidearm.
Dang. But check this out though. This one made it crazy though. If I'm not mistaken, he also left it on a charger for like 15 to 19 hours and it still didn't start.
He left it on the supercharger for 15 hours.
But here's the thing.
Came back, it was still at 20%.
But here's the kicker though. These joints have to have heat in them in order to start. In order to even take charge, I mean.
In order to take charge.
So if y'all ain't know.
So they the beta. They can't take charge. That's
they can't take, you don't got no heat on batteries, forget about it.
Bars. Bars.
So that's just very interesting, man. So y'all gotta pay attention to that. If y'all want to think y'all cool one night, y'all driving around and y'all just realize, oh damn, my drink don't even got that much power left in it. So pay attention to that.
Next thing you know, you at 10% and they're saying 20 minutes to home.
Damn.
Sucks to be you.
That's reckless. I got another good one too, though. Another good one right here.
What you got?
Porsche may be allowing us to rent a Porsche.
See, now
let's go.
I'm with renting a Porsche. We was talking about how financially.
Hold on, wait. So on my way in, I'm cruising. I got the seedlings in the back. You know what I'm saying? Panico wilding. While I look to the left of me, two 911s come up on the side. Vroom, vroom. I was like, oh, let's go. But here's the thing, though. I'm not a fan of the rear end.
What?
I'm not a fan. So I think I'm not a fan. I'm not.
I don't know if y'all hear how he talking.
Here's the thing. Check this out. I thought it was a Panamera, son, because they getting so wide and big. Pause. Technical. Offside.
Pause.
Offside.
Pause.
But it threw me off though. Like, hold on, like, but they were sounding right though. They were sounding right. Carry on.
I will say this though, man.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes down to Porsche, like I said, it's an everyday sports car. The first thing I thought when I bought my Type R and I really drove it home, put it in R mode, had fun with it, took it to the tail. I could only imagine how a Porsche feels. This is a Civic Type R, but it's more orientated towards racing. Yeah. But it still has the car DNA. Yeah. But I can only imagine a full-on Porsche.
But that's still a little different to like a full-on 911 GT3 RS. That's a little different because even so, the Type R can get next to like the Caymans and all that good stuff. It can get next to those.
I still wonder what it feels like to own a Porsche. It's crazy.
That's a fact that rear-wheel drive, that all-wheel like that. Nah, I hear you 100%. I agree.
But I will say though, at the same time,
yeah,
I would rent a Porsche. I would.
Every month?
If I'm gonna lease, I would love to, and you can change it every month.
That is interesting, son. What if you like it so much you think they'll let you re-rent it?
Or how about buy it? And that would be a definite sale.
That is a fact.
And then you know what? After they've been leased and they let people drive them around, then you turn around and sell them. Word. They can make money off of that, man.
They could.
Instead of cars sitting in the lot because nobody could afford them. Trust me.
And you know what they probably do? That's why they probably, you know what, let's come out with this. Because like you said, you like it enough, you probably going to stay in it.
I know I would. I'd just be like, listen.
What if they say you only can rent the Taycans?
Yo. See, I like how he throw the curveball. Now I'm mad. I haven't wanted to shout out to Jessica Grandy.
Let's go. Now
I'm pissed off. I just saw a Porsche with the camera in the bottom front. It looked like, yeah, okay.
What's that?
She said she saw a Porsche with the camera in the front. Yeah, they loaded. They come with everything.
They come with that, but even so, with all that cool gizmo gadgets and stuff, right?
Yes.
I just think this leaves room for error, though. You know what I'm saying? It leaves room for things to break. And now you got to reconsider it now. Like, damn, I got all these gizmos on here. So
hold up. We may have gizmos, but it's still, like I said, it's still a Porsche.
It's still a Porsche.
Same thing I say about the Type R. It's still a Type R.
But wait, though. What do you, like, I don't want to get too sidetracked. It's like, what do you want the Porsche for, though? That's what I'm saying. It's like, do I need it to be like a fully loaded, camered out, whatever, you know what I'm saying? All these gizmos on it. Do I want a pure driving experience?
So here's the thing.
I still think it's robbed at the end of the day.
No.
Yeah,
not at all.
It does.
One thing Porsche doesn't do, they don't interfere with the recipe. They don't do that. They try not to, but just like everybody else, you still interfere one way or another though. Nah, you're not. If you have cameras or whatever on the car, that's whatever. Just don't interfere with the recipe. And you know what I mean by that. Like as far as how it's set up, the power, they don't interfere with that. Now, you do have some car companies who do. Look at Corvette. Yes, they have interfered with the recipe and they've turned around and not made a Corvette manual. That is their downfall, right?
NSX Acura also interfered with the NSX.
Yes, they did. Nissan as well. They all did. But GTR, Nissan a little different. They took something out and put something in. It may not be as good, but it's close. If it was manual, it'd be better.
Yeah, that's a fact.
It's close.
100%.
It is an animal. It can hang with Lamborghinis and Ferraris. Mm-hmm. You'll see a GTR with them. So you gotta give a shout out to that.
Nah, it's 100%.
But think about a car that really took away the recipe, and you was like, "Yo, what are they doing?"
I think the NSX.
I think the Mitsubishi Eclipse.
God damn. He went back on that one. I hear that.
Mitsubishi Eclipse. And shout out to my guy Marlon, the resident Toyota guy. He said in today's society, with all these professional drivers on the road, these cameras help you stay out of trouble. Factory.
I mean, do they really? I still see people macking up, doing all kind of craziness with all these gizmos and gadgets.
Honest opinion here. When it comes down to cameras on the car, whatever floats your boat. We don't know what they're doing with them. They could be making a YouTube video and they getting a view of a camera at the bottom. That could be what Jessica saw. It could have been like a GoPro stuffed in there, and they making video content.
Nah, no, some of them come with that the camera at the bottom, but that's like the forward collision and all that stuff. Like that. That's what that stuff be.
Or the vehicle, the vehicle range.
Yeah.
For like if you in cruise control, it knows to slow down.
That good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, man. But then, and what I do like about Porsche and a lot of other performance companies, they let you turn it off. You don't want it, turn it off in the settings. I could turn off everything in the Type R.
That's a fact.
Everything.
That's a fact.
And it's all animal after that. But I love it. But what else you got? What else you got in the recaps? That's it?
I got something else right here.
What you got for me?
Something else that I think is pretty interesting. That Toyota Supra GRMN coming with that CSL engine.
Coming with a BMW motor. Oh boy, we about to start another war. Oh boy.
Let's go. 543.
I hear Marlon.
Let's go.
I hear Marlon right now. I hear him right now.
I think it's pretty interesting because it's like Toyota, like if we can't tell, Toyota's just giving up on this Supra slowly but surely, son.
Huh?
I think so. I think that's where it's going. This thing is not going to be out too much longer, son.
Look more. Oh boy, here we go again.
Not, you know what I'm saying? It's not. It ain't. But that's my last part of the recap for y'all. Just think about that a little bit. Do you really think this Supra gonna last out here too much longer?
Oh no, man. I think it's too J the world. Let's go. Son. I think, in my honest opinion, it's gonna be around for a little while because they GR'd it.
Son. Nah, it's not. Think about the rest of the GR cars they dropped. They a little bit more Toyota, you know what I'm saying, DNA than the Supra is though.
But this one had to start it off. It had to show them that there was market. Because if this one didn't, for it to be an automatic Supra with a BMW motor in it, it surely sold.
It did though. It did, but it's gonna fizzle out. I mean, it's gonna do better than that Nissan Z. That is just.
There we go. He taking this guy, man. He's like he give backhanded comments,
son. But
he's like, he said, it's not as good, man. It's gonna do better than that 400Z because I just don't understand. What are you talking about? Like,
it's just like the question you asked the other week. What was one of the highlights for 2022? It was that Z, son, being dust. I'm so disappointed in that Z, son.
Nah. I believe the highlight was the battle between between that Honda, Nissan, and Toyota put out there. Trust me, believe it or not, whether you want to believe it, and not for nothing, there's a dude out there making 600 horsepower with it.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, I remember that's accurate though, but. I don't know, man.
This guy just said, we gonna jump right in. Y'all ready to go? Here we go.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Auto news for all the listeners, only on Rally Radio.
All right. Y'all know how we get down. We are in the building, and we all gonna bring you our weekly specs. Y'all know we got some information for y'all. It looks like there was 13 bison killed in a road accident.
Sheesh.
And everybody knows what a bison look like. I mean, let's keep it. First off, right? A bison is huge.
All the way.
And there's only like really one place where they roam. Did you know that?
Nah, I didn't know
Yellowstone National Park.
Damn.
There's only one place where they roam. Shout to Marlin. Now, it was 13 bison. Now, this is crazy. It says they died near the western entrance of Yellow National Park in Montana after being struck by a semi-truck. Who was driving the semi? The Terminator?
Yeah.
You didn't hit one and was like, let me chill.
He said, let me chill.
I just ran over a 5,000-pound animal.
Son, wow.
He hit 13 of them.
But that's the thing, man. The problem is, though, these semis shouldn't even be over there, really, though. They shouldn't even be cruising through there.
Kid, bison, though?
It's a liability, though.
Son, they said the semi hit it, and all I could think about was Terminator 2. Yeah, where this dude was chasing John Connor with the semi. He pushed the window out like,
yeah.
I said, what was he doing?
I'm telling you, kid. He probably, damn, son.
Kid, he ran over 13 bison, son.
That's interesting. The first one, them semis is D blocks, huh?
Yeah, but how, 13? Like, what happened? You had to stop?
Yo.
Boy.
All 13 was struck by the truck. How, though, son?
And where's the truck?
But that's what I mean, though, right? Like these things weigh anywhere between 2,300 and 5,000 pounds.
5,000-pound animal. That's Mario Kart. Shut the
Yo,
he was throwing shells.
son, he was wilding, son. He was wilding. Yo, hold on. You know what's interesting about it is, let's say, right? Let's say they just was. Let's just say they was just 2,300 pounds.
Yes.
Right. Yo, he hit 13 of them. That's almost 30,000 pounds. That truck could just smoke like that. No problem.
And no problem. And y'all talking about Tesla got a semi?
What?
Yeah, okay. Good luck with that.
Son, that's ridiculous.
Y'all want this thing driving without looking? Look what happens.
Yo, son. Think about it. I'm assuming this person wasn't the Terminator. He was actually a human who actually can see the bison and understand those are animals that's tight, precious out here. They really don't see a lot. He still took out 13. What do you think a Tesla who's not gonna recognize an animal?
They said that the population is between 2,300 to 5,500.
God.
The park is the only place in the United States where bison have continually lived since the prehistoric times. They was almost extinct in the 1900s. So this dude probably hit an endangered species. He killed, and they haven't found the truck.
What? Oh man, son, that truck is probably somewhere in a lake at the bottom. It's right. He pushed it up the cliff, son. It's over for that truck, son.
No, it wasn't. Shout out to Jessica Grandy. No, it wasn't a Tesla. Tesla's making their own semi trucks, is what we saying. And if you got a human behind the wheel and he ran over 13.
Who's supposed to recognize these things? You know
what happens to a Tesla that don't? Like, it looks like a bump in the road to me. Dude said this shipment had to get through.
Damn, son.
I think that's amazing, son. I just wanted to bring that up. That is actually one of the craziest things you heard outside of moose.
Damn.
Going on the road in Canada and licking the salt off of people's car in Canada.
Damn, yeah, that was crazy too.
Because when we looked at the size of a moose, we was like
10 feet, son.
Yo, a moose is huge, God. And imagine that coming up to your car talking about, yo, you mind if I just lick the shine of your wheels? Nah, I'm good. Yeah, I want no problems.
Yo, I'm telling you, it's crazy. It's crazy out here, B.
I think that's crazy.
That's
but
terrible, man. He knocked out like a 30, like
13?
13 of them joints, son. What would that be, son? Damn.
That's a lot. You ever seen one of them wow on somebody?
I don't want to, B.
Kid, I seen them wow and throw a kid in the tree. With the hook, he just turned his head. OD'd on the kid. I was like, yo, I'd have shot him. Yo, I mean, listen, we don't condone animal abuse here, but there's no way I'm standing there letting a American buffalo throw my kid in the tree, son. Yo, he just ducked his head, threw him up in the air, son. It was over.
Damn, son, that's interesting, kid.
This is very interesting to say the least. But you know what, though? We got more for y'all, man. It looks like Sony and Honda are joining together to make an EV. Now, I gotta say,
let me guess, you with this though?
No, I am disturbed.
I'm
by
shocked.
this.
I'm shocked.
Why would you be shocked at that?
Because you one of those guys who said once upon a time, I'd probably grab an EV, run to the store or something.
No. I said if I had to get one, it would be the F-150 Light.
I can't believe he even let those words leave his mouth. Like, you should bite your tongue for that one, sir.
Listen, hold on. This is the same guy. Yo, this is the same guy. And I know everybody listening can vouch for me. This guy that hit the brake and backed up when it came to the Supra. He hit the brake and backed up. But in the meantime, it looks like Sony and Honda just announced their brand new electrical car brand called Afeela.
Wow. Okay.
I have no idea what that name means. I don't know what they're doing. Sony and Honda joint mobility venture unveiled a new EV prototype called Afeela during Sony's presentation at CES in Las Vegas on Wednesday. The brand will appear on the joint venture's first production car, set to go on sale in North America in 2026. Wow. Come on, bruh.
I guess this is Sony's, entrance into it. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Trying to get their feet wet a little bit, I guess.
So, well, they you know what it was? Sony had to do it a certain way because remember, Apple was looking for a car to do it too.
That's a fact. But Apple was trying to get with Kia, right?
Apple was trying to get with anybody that would have rocked with them, to be honest.
That's a fact.
But you figure Sony and Honda are Japanese brands.
That is true.
So they got the homegrown in them. They're gonna deal with each other. But outside of all of that, it looks like a Nissan Maxima.
Oh, damn.
Mixed with an Ultima.
Oh, shots.
Right? With BMX hubcaps on the side.
Let them have it.
With a slit in the front for a headlight.
Yo,
it's the ugliest thing I ever seen in my life.
I ain't gonna front, son. It's hideous though.
And they want to sell it to you.
But you know, here's a shocker. It may not be a shocker. People gonna cop.
Yes. They're gonna buy this.
They gonna buy.
You know what's funny?
Nah.
Talking to my daughter last night. Shout to Naya.
Let's go. Shout out.
And she was like, I love Tesla. And I was like,
man, son. See,
yo, you know those curse words in my house. Like, well, what? She said, I love Tesla because you can change the sounds of the horn. You can download and I said, it sounds like a phone.
That's what it sounds like, son.
And that's all they doing. They customizing phones out here and they putting them on the road. Kid.
But you know what I'm thinking though? When you really think about it, right? What you said was interesting because they're probably targeting, the younger group like that.
Yes.
That's precisely what they're doing. So it's not really for us hardcore enthusiasts. It's not really meant for us, huh? So that means you guys out there, you girls out there, y'all converting, shame on y'all. Because it ain't even for you. You know what I'm saying?
Shame on
They
you.
trying to target the younger crowd because they know, they like phones. Or we could do practically what a phone can do. You know what I'm saying? Just on wheels. They going for it, son.
Facts.
They going for it. But yo, this EV right here, first off, you mentioned EV in the house. We probably got to go outside. You know what I'm saying? We won't talk about that at home.
Yo, it was the words that we don't speak.
Nah,
I was looking at it like this. Yo, we was all sitting, eating, chilling. Yo, just heard the record. Record just scratch. Like, what you say? I love EVs. I love the Tesla.
I probably would have threw the plate at the wall. Like, hold on.
I was flipping tables and turning over couches and all. What?
I'm telling you, get like that though. But this thing right here is bad, man. But like I said, man, this is Sony's way into the market though. Like they trying to get their AI popping. You know what I'm saying? They trying to get a lot of things going.
But you know what though? Honest opinion, and they're all BS, right? Honest opinion. To me, it doesn't make sense. It's like I don't understand how this benefits your brand. It's like because now you on the hook. You know what I'm saying? Go to your room. you on the hook if something go wrong.
No, you all now you have PlayStation being questioned.
Man, and they're trying to put one in the car.
Of course.
They're trying to put a PlayStation in the car. Oh yeah, we're gonna put one inside the car for the people. Why?
Like, yo, you know what, man? Listen, man, I get it. So I get it, yo. You trying to expand or whatever like that, but damn, dog, like
it has over 40 sensors, including cameras, radar, ultrasonic, LiDAR will be embedded over the exterior of the vehicle, enhancing its ability to detect objects and drive autonomously. According to the magazine, a feeler will attempt to embody three main themes, including autonomy, augmentation, and affinity. The nerve.
First off, let's get back to that. Right? That's that right there. Sounds like
ABD. Think about what you said to me. Shout to everybody listening.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
My thing is now, and this is what I mean. This is why it's gonna attract the younger crowd because they're already lazy.
Hold on, check this out though. Fully integrated PS5 for gaming entertainment.
While I sit in there and the thing drives me home. I don't know.
But it's like what we said, son. This ain't aimed towards us. This is aimed towards, you know what I'm saying? The newborns.
They can have it. PlayStation the car, 90s car show bit. Word, man. Shout to this is what I'm talking about. We was putting
that's what I'm saying.
PlayStations in the car
has been doing
10 years ago.
20 years
and
ago.
That was whack then.
I thought that I ain't gonna front, son. I probably thought that was one of the silliest things ever, son. How about when the TV screen popped out the roof?
I thought that was. I'm gonna tell you this. I remember shout to a couple people I knew they had that, right?
Yeah.
With the screens fold down, it was in the headrest and all that. And I was like, well, who's watching it? If the TVs are on, who's watching? Ain't nobody in the car but them.
But that's my thing. Listen, I understand it. Like if it's a minivan, You know what I'm saying? If it's the mom and dad minivan, then cool. You know, you're gonna have the seedlings in the back. You know what I'm saying? Keep them occupied. That's cool. I get that. You know what? I could get next to that. You know what I'm saying? But anything else in a car or something like that, or
ridiculous. Who play? Yeah, matter of fact, shout to anybody who knows anybody, or if you have one that have TVs in your headrest. I want you to take pictures. I want to know what those are doing now. I want to know.
It just like got wild dust on them. Some just never turn back.
They don't turn back on. The power button plug. How they do that anyway? Did they like?
Son, this is what I mean. So when you got this type of tech in a car, right? Nobody's gonna get it fixed.
No.
So you're not gonna get it fixed. You're not. Bro.
It breaks. That's it. It breaks. That's it. It does. No, we're not replacing the TV.
Nah, kid. There's no because first off, one of those units be like $3,000, bro. You're not gonna fix them.
Then on top of that, what was the quality of screen? Like, did you have a? I'm not gonna get into it because we ain't gonna go too far. Town and country.
Son,
we remember those. Yo, and I want to say this real quick. I didn't like that shot you took at the minivans, bro.
I'm gonna say this real quick. Listen,
I didn't like that.
I like the minivans. I understand them. I understand what their purpose. Their sole purpose is to be a minivan, huh?
Yo,
I get it. It's to haul the kids around. You know what I'm saying? Dirty it up. Have a screen or two back there. Have some Cheetos underneath the seats. I know what it's for. The milk, you know what I'm saying, and the milk.
Stop
cups.
it.
I get it all.
Stop it.
Hubcaps, I understand.
Yo, those minivans are the best road trip cars for your family ever, yo. My wife is on fire listening to this.
Yo, son, not for nothing. I'll not never get a minivan, B. The furthest I'm going is a crossover.
Son,
the furthest I'm going is
I gotta stop you, son.
There's no way.
I rented a minivan.
Disrespect.
And I got to talk about this just a little bit, y'all. Just get into the little bit. We're going to move
treason,
on.
This is wild, son. Carry on.
I rented a Dodge Caravan. He said Cheetos under the seats. This guy's hilarious. I rented a Dodge Caravan, man. I said, it's so expensive to fly. Let's drive to Florida. My wife was on 36. She was like, nah. Let's go. I said, it only costs us. I think the minivan costs us like $600-700 for the week. They wanted $3,500 for all four of us to fly.
Okay.
So I said, I said, come on. I said, then when we get down there, we gonna want to rent a car too. Nah, don't make no sense, right?
Yeah.
So I go get the Caravan, right? Damn. I had the wild captain seat, crazy. Like this, chilling. She had the nice little seat that spun. Yeah. No, did it spin? No, the seat didn't spin.
Okay,
but her seat was crazy. My daughter had the whole back bench, and Braylon had the whole second row.
Yeah,
and you know what? We was able to get all our bags.
Okay,
we made sandwiches, all that. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, we got down there on like 2 or 3 tanks of gas.
Okay, you know what? I get that though, but I gotta ask. On your way to this minivan, what else did you pass? What are the SUVs you seen?
So, okay.
I'm lost.
No, I'm going to keep it a stack. Here we go. Real quick.
The Beano. Let's go.
So, we passed over a couple of the SUVs, and I'm glad we did. You know why? Because they don't have as much room. They don't have as much room as the Dodge Caravan did. We was able to open the big hatch, and put all of our stuff in there. Nobody was sitting there. Well, you still had people around their bags, but it carried so much, son. I'm gonna keep it a buck, 100%, and we're gonna do that again because we had a battle with the SUVs versus the minivans. A lot of people was like, I ain't never getting no minivan.
It's a reason.
Don't for that. Front on the minivan.
But here's the thing, though. I'm pretty sure somewhere along the line, your manhood got pinched a little bit jumping in that minivan.
Not at all.
He said not at all. Blasphemy.
If anything, I was in I did the Mr. Rogers. I was in there with the sweater, the glasses.
You had the open toe sandals?
10 and 2 on the stick. I had the leather open toe joints, the barbecue joints. Y'all better stop talking bad about dollar vans.
Man. Son, listen, man. What I'm saying is, though, the minivans has a purpose. They do,
man, and that purpose is to take your family to Florida and come back safely.
Oh boy, all right, man.
I don't care what you say,
son.
But you know what don't have a purpose?
What's that?
New York is buying 900 more EVs.
Damn, son.
Yeah, they taking your tax dollars and they blowing it.
Yeah, they trying to get fancy.
Shout to SP. He said I rented the new Pacifica. I gotta admit, it's definitely roadworthy. You see what I'm saying? Son?
Oh man, here we go. SP. Yep. Damn, son. Really? It was the hybrid one. Which one was it?
I don't know. It
had to be the hybrid.
I tell you what. At the end of the day, SP, I don't knock you, kid, because the Caravan is based on the Pacifica's platform. Say what you want,
son. It's you know what, SP. Pretty sure along the line your manhood got pinched too. I'm sure, son, because there's no way. It's no way. How you hopping out of that like, yeah, I got the home. I Mr. Rogers with the no way, son. I'm good, son.
We
good.
Pulled up. We went to Universal Studios. And we stayed in a hotel in Universal. Yo, we pulled up. We was like this. Ha, yo. Then after that, we was able to go out to dinner and all that. I had to put like 7,000 miles on this car. 3,500 going there and coming back, probably about 4,000. And I drove around Florida like I owned it.
That's real. That's right. I hear that, man. I hear it, man. Every if you ask me, man, all pieces of wheels got their own lane.
Yeah, except for EV. That's where I draw the line.
There's no peace.
That's where I draw the line.
No peace, bro.
But it looks like New York City is buying 900 more EVs for their government fleets. Now, this is where I feel like EVs need to be.
Okay.
You want to put them on your little government fleet. You don't want to spend gas money on, doing all of that. That's fine. But they're getting rid of 300. They're adding 315 additional EV charging ports after receiving $10 million for United States Transportation Department grant. And see, this is my problem. Right?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, yo, they could grant as much money as they desire to themselves. It doesn't matter. I don't understand why they put data like this out, huh?
No. Here's my problem with it.
Okay.
And like I said, shout out to everybody listening, paying attention. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit because when I see stuff like this, it bothers me. Because you could give up 10 million for EV cars, but you can't give up 10 million to fix the hood. You can't.
But that's what I'm trying to tell you.
This is where I get upset.
This is what I mean, kid. What's the point of them saying that? Like, all right, how y'all got 10 million for that? But y'all over here, like you said, y'all can't even put 2 million over there.
Come on. We can't put 10 million in gun safety.
But this is what I mean. They could give themselves as much money as they desire to whatever. You know what I'm saying? They actually have no limit. They just like, you know what? Let's just tell them it's 10.1. It's probably really more than that.
And then a lot more than that. It probably is. And not for nothing. Y'all got to hear the cars that they getting.
Oh, let's go.
The new funding will help New York acquire 382 Chevy Bolt EV.
Let's go, son.
I'm through right there. I ain't got no more to say. So they getting the Chevy bombs.
They getting the Voltron foots. Let's go.
Now these are the ones you had to park 50 feet from your house at one point, right? 360 Ford E-Transit vans and 150 Ford F-150 Lightning pickup trucks, as well as 25 plug-in hybrid street sweepers.
Those F-150 Lightnings is not going to start. Okay.
Not only that, right? Not only that. When it comes, this right here is the reason why it really sits out to me is because they didn't just go get one brand.
Nah, they got multiple brands.
Right. So this ain't nothing that you signed with the city already or signed up with another company. You just blowing, in my opinion, you're just blowing the money.
Yeah, of course. They're like, yo, let's just try them all.
So
try them all.
Now think about this. They're acquiring 382 Chevy Bolts, 360 Ford E-Transit vans, and 150 and 150 Ford F-150 Lightning,
and 25 plug-in street sweepers.
And they only add 315 chargers. Sorry.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
That right there is the law.
All right, so how you say it? I don't want to butcher it. It's like putting the carriage before the horse or before the carriage. I don't want to butcher it, son.
It's like putting the carriage before the horse. It don't make no sense.
So they're gonna run into so many problems along the line, son, that you know what, they're gonna turn around and get another 10.1 and get more charging stations.
Serious.
They know that.
And meanwhile, you got people who don't eat every day.
But we always say this, man. Like, you know, we don't like to get too crazy with it, but their priorities is just not in the right spot, son. They know that. I'm fully convinced they know exactly what they're doing, son. But it's just the thing is like, do they care or not? And they obviously don't care, son.
No, they don't care.
They can't listen to people eating. Yo, why we need y'all to eat for, man? The whole idea is to get y'all to get as much as y'all out here as we can.
Didn't we just have a situation where the city was flooded just a minute ago, and then it went through a super deep freeze?
So we're gonna cop more EVs, more charging stations. All right, we're not gonna fix this problem. You know what? Because they can't.
They can't
fix it, bro.
Let's
Let's just add to it.
There's places where the don't walk sign don't work.
Damn.
I just think about, and then they're gonna fix these.
You know, nothing that bothers me, son. How about when you driving and the sign is tucked away? You can't knock a branch off.
Right. They're not doing that.
Come on.
Because that sign is gonna make sure that when that cop is there, he's gonna say, "You saw the sign, I'm pulling you over." It's already there. It's all a hustle.
Damn.
Thank you. Without improving the electrical infrastructure at all. That is my problem.
They know this, but I'm telling you, man, they know they can't improve it though.
I'm gonna give you a prime example. I'm gonna give you a prime example.
Okay.
When we went through the big freeze, just Christmas week, right? When we went through that big freeze, they were telling people, listen, your electricity may have to shut down the grid because it's getting cold. Imagine the electricity all you depended on for your car. He said, yo, he said, they doing us a favor by taking the rest of those Chevy Volts off our hands. You ain't lying. I got a little story about that too, man. But in the meantime, I just think this is crazy. They could do what they want, though.
Yeah.
Because I feel like at the end of the day, nobody's going to stop them. And not for nothing.
Damn, that's real.
They went up in the price of the Chevy EV Volts, too, when they found out that you get $7,500. Because they brought back the $7,500 EV credit. So you know what the EV car sales do?
What's that?
They raise the price so that they could get you $7,500.
Damn. So it's like they get it right back.
Yeah. So you don't win. But we're gonna charge you more for the car because you get the tax credit back at the end of the year. But that's for me. That's not for you.
No, it's for them though. They know they're like, nah, son, we can't. What they try to do, they try to make it out to be that, yo, you gonna win. You're winning.
The residents of Buffalo. Facts.
Tell
them residents of Buffalo that they could get an EV and get around.
Around where?
Right. Tell the residents that we're gonna make solar powered bulldozers.
And ain't no heat over there, son.
Ain't no heat, son. Tell Minnesota that.
Son, the sun be like peekaboo. Yo, you know what's so funny? Y'all gonna laugh at me. Don't laugh at me, yo. So, yo, shout out to my wife. Her bright idea, right? Like, yo, let's get mad lights outside, right? That requires the sun. Ask me, do any of those lights light up now? Shout out to wifey. Let's go.
She had an EV moment, son.
She did. She planked on that one. I love her though, but she planked. Let's go.
She was like, yo, but they don't work right now. They will in the summer.
But I can't see.
I can't see.
Might be a dig coming from the behind. I can't see that.
Damn. See what I mean?
Yo.
It's like you always gotta have a backup, man. That was hilarious.
Damn.
I'll give you another backup here. Shout out to everybody listening, paying attention. It looks like Goodyear Tire. Y'all ready for this? In an effort to find another sustainable source to make tires.
Damn.
Right? They're gonna be making tires out of beans and rice.
What?
I gotta hold up, because I know y'all all like pop.
So wait. It wasn't enough when they were trying to make it out of flowers.
Wasn't enough. Damn. They trying to make tires out of beans and rice. Somewhere.
Yeah.
A Spanish family is out there like, oh, they wilding. Right?
Somewhere.
They out there like, yo. So now they want to use beans and rice?
Damn, son.
Y'all want to hear this, man. I'm not kidding you. I swear on everything I love, I'm not kidding you. They are definitely trying to use beans and rice for tires. Let me get into this. The Goodyear Tire and Rubber Company, well, we can't call them tire and rubber. We're going to call them tire and plantanos or something. But the Goodyear Tire and Rubber Company has managed to design and manufacture a tire made up of 90% of sustainable materials, and it already has the Department of Transportation approval. Goodyear unveiled the 90% demonstration tire at the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas. I don't see why cars products are at the Consumer Electronics Show, but it's hilarious. Damn. Not only does it take Goodyear one step to make a 100% sustainable tire, but the demo model on display has a lower rolling resistance compared to a reference tire made from traditional materials. On top of that, they're using beans and rice. And we're going to get into it.
Mm-hmm.
It's called the carbon black, which makes the compound strong to increase tire life. Is usually made by burning fossil fuel. The demo tire has 4 types of carbon black produced from methane, carbon dioxide, plant-based oil, and end-of-life tire pyrolysis oil feedstocks. I have no idea what none of that stuff. Throw that article up. I hear you. I can't. I'm going to put it up, though. I'm going to do a whole reel about it. If you're not following us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, follow us, man. GB Rally.
Let's go.
On TikTok, y'all know we are. Instagram, Gutterball Rally and Rally Radio. It says the typical silica, which provides grip, was replaced with new high-quality silica made from rice and waste residue, often discarded to landfills as a mere byproduct of producing rice. The polyester in the tire is made from post-consumer bottles, while the traditional resins were replaced with pine trees. Oh, my goodness.
That's very interesting, son.
What is it going to smell like if you do a burnout? Damn. That's my question.
What is it going to smell like? Word 2, right? Damn, son.
Yo, there's a 60. Shout to SP said there's a Hispanic shot caller at Goodyear right now. Like,
it must be, son.
Stop. We love our Hispanic peoples,
That's
man.
a fact, 100%.
But that is just tires out of beans and rice.
So you think they can make a performance tire? I'm curious. Because remember, they said it's a prolonged tire life. They ain't say nothing about the performance of the tire.
But that's the problem, kid. They writing us off. The performance people, this is what I'm saying. Get you a plate. That is hilarious.
Damn, son. Yo,
do a burnout and sit back there with your plastic plate out.
You're stupid.
Like, yo, it's beans and rice. Where in the tires? Hold up.
I said, hold on.
This is what I'm saying, son. I gotta say, you know, they come up with some real crazy schemes, and maybe it might work. I can't knock it. Maybe it'll work. For right now, I will reserve my opinions. But I do feel like they not making this for the dude with the 700 horsepower in the vet.
Nah, why would they do that?
Yeah, nah.
That don't even make sense, huh?
It don't. And they talking about using. I mean, I get the plastic though too.
But you know, the plastic is fine because little people know it's a ton of plastic floating around out here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I get that. If you're gonna do that, then that's cool. Get that out the water, man. Situate that. But this right here, like they said, man, this is for the everyday person, bro. This ain't for like me and you that want to go to the tail of the dragon, you know what I'm saying? Half on this ain't for this ain't for SP and you know what I'm saying?
Right.
This ain't for guys like that. Maybe for Marlon. You know what I'm saying? Damn, my bad, B.
Oh boy, Marlon. Yo, you already know what you done did. Marlon is on fire. Yo, I already know. Give him a minute.
Give him a minute, right?
Give him a minute.
That's a fact.
I mean, you definitely got to look at that and you got to laugh. You got to say to yourself, at one point, like they're just using a lot of different things. But like I said, if it works, I'll reserve my opinion.
That's a fact. They're using 17 different ingredients. Yo, they making food.
A little bit of rice.
A little bit of beans.
Yo, let me get them plastic caps. Stir it real quick.
Yo, what's
shake it. Yeah. And then you got yourself a tire. It's ridiculous.
Damn, son. That's real though.
It's happening, man. It's happening. I just gotta say, I mean, who made it and thought it was gonna work?
But you know, my thing is, right? I don't know, man. They probably like, yo, what we got laying around, or like, what else can? Because think about it, they was using the dandelions.
He was using the dandelions,
right? So that must mean that didn't go too far because now they doing this.
Yo, I love our people, man. They said the drag strip gonna smell like a backyard barbecue.
Damn, son, that's a fact, son. That is a fact, B.
Well, you know what else is another fact here, kid? The Aston Martin is a send off the DBS with a 759 horsepower limited edition. Damn. Shout out to my guy Frankie.
Let's go, Frankie.
I see Frankie. He tuned in. That's my guy, man. Yo, he's a motorcyclist guy. So.
Okay.
Yeah. He's a motorcycle. And we got a couple things we're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about that Yamaha. We talking about it earlier.
I see what the word is.
Looks like the Aston Martin is gonna have a send off for the 759 horsepower limited edition. It's gonna be called the DBS 770 Ultimate, and it's gonna be 499 examples. This I'm really excited for because I feel like Aston Martin, like we said before, they one of the performance brands that don't really get the respect that they deserve.
Nah, it's 100%. And it was the last
To stay manual.
That's
a fact.
Come on,
Lamborghini
son.
left manual, Ferrari left manual.
Shamefully, the Porsche with the 911 turbo left it. Like everybody, Audi with the R8, man.
But Aston Martin was one of the last.
Son, they was hanging on, B.
It was one of the last to leave it. So shout to them. I'm looking forward to this, but I hate the fact that when they say it's going to be that's it, it's the limited edition ultimate send off, because I hate to hear that legends like this will be gone.
But you know, man, like we said before, man, like it's because it's like where it's really aimed at. You know what I'm saying? What is the whole demographic for these V's? You know what I'm saying? Or if you ask me for the performance nature in general, like
right,
where is it really at though? For real,
right? You got to ask yourself. But in the meantime, how they're not sure what they've done, but it looks like they've upgraded the version of the motor that was already in there,
which was a V12 nasty bi-turbo
twin turbo 12. Say that 3 times fast. Twin turbo 12. Twin turbo 12. Twin turbo 12.
It's like a chant. Let's do it.
Telling you, kid. What's that from Black Panther? I don't know what he's saying, God, but it make me want to stand on the table.
That's a fact, right? That's a fact. That is a whole fact. So stand on the table with a gorilla shooting on the sub.
Wow. But it says there's no sure how ultimate the 770 is going to be until it's released. So we could do nothing but look forward to it. Me personally, I hate the fact that I can't afford one, yo.
That's the thing, man. It's like, oh, sheesh, like another one.
I need one, man.
Another one going in the wind.
Another one going in the wind. And the last thing we're going to talk about today, it looks like not today, but for this segment, it looks like Motor Authority anointed the Honda Civic Type R as the best car to buy in 2023. Now, I know a lot of people ain't going to agree.
Yeah.
But I do.
Why is that?
I think Honda once again shows you what they're capable of when it comes to performance and other things. I believe that the 2023 Type R is probably better than a lot of people thought it was going to be. Even myself, even though I love my Type R.
Yeah.
Shout to my guy. He said he got a break on out. You're so good, kid. Shout to Dave. You on the check-in.
Let's go, Dave.
All those, drop a like. If you tuned in, just drop
100%.
a like. Please drop a like, heart, whatever you looking at us on Facebook, YouTube, just drop a like, subscribe. Come on back. Again, to me, the Honda Civic Type R, to me, is the Swiss Army knife. It's like whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do. If you want a car that could get you and your family around, yeah, you get that. You want a car, you got to move a couple things around, yeah, you can do that. But if you want to get everybody out and you want to make a dedicated street car, you can do that too.
Or track car.
I would say, and I'll say this loudly, I felt at one point when I saw this Type R hit the street, the only thing I could think was it's not all-wheel drive. I feel like that's a problem. But then I thought about it. Honda's never really excelled at a car that had all-wheel drive. The only one I could think of is the NSX. That was performance-wise and it was all-wheel drive.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the only one I could think of. And we're talking about the new NSX, the one he said they bricked on. So,
but you know, my thing is, right, I definitely got a soft spot for Hondas, right? Because
yes,
like you said, they excel in many categories. And then when they really, if you ask me, when they really put their engineers to the test and really tell them to build something about it, they do it.
Yes.
And you know what kills me about it too, though? They don't make them overly expensive, son.
Nope.
They don't do that. They like, yo, we giving you this package. Like you said, it could be a crazy track car, crazy street car,
right?
Crazy all around car. Maybe not much so of drifting or whatever, because whatever the layout. But they letting you know, yo, this thing is more than capable. But the thing is, though, they kind of don't put that ingredients in everything, though. Well, I think they leave it reserved for certain models, which is cool.
And I respect that because you know what? Not everything is for everybody.
That's 100% true.
Not everything is for everybody. So when I look at the Type R, the Type R is an acquired taste. That is, to me, that's a car that when you get your hands on it, you know what it is. You know?
I think so too. I think so, man. I think they did a fantastic job with it. I already knew it was gonna be crazy because the FKA was. You know what I'm saying? So it only makes sense for this one to be, you know what I'm saying, crazy too.
Which is by far the most favorite car I've ever owned. By far. And it's hard to give that away because everybody knows I love my CRX. But man, this Type R got power. It's like, so it's a little different. It's like, you know, a dude to pull up on you and they think, oh, it's just a Honda, I'm gonna leave them. And then next thing you know, you writing this like this.
You know what? It comes down to a little bit more than power too, though. You got to think about how the suspension is set up. You got to think about how that limited slip is working. It's a lot of stuff that they like. You know what? Like you just said, you're gonna pull up and you think you're gonna get the best of me. Nah, kid, you have to work for that.
Can't front. If anybody knows him, that real estate guy with that Ferrari. That's the only one. He got me, man.
Yeah.
He went past me on the turn, looked at me, and was like this. Woo! I never seen him again. Man. Never. I'm looking for him, y'all. I'm trying to put 150 horsepower inside this another extra 150 in this Type R. And I'm gonna go hunting.
I hear that, man. Like, you know what, you do that, I think definitely gonna be able to run down another category.
I don't know if you'll be able to run that Ferrari down, but it was worth the try though, man. But with that being said, man, y'all know how we get down here. It's the bearded one.
S.I Shawn, baby. Let's go.
Oh, man, it's been one heck of a beginning of the show. And we're going to jump right into our next segment, which is the segment that we all love. Here we go.
It's Tech Talk with Pop the Bearded One and S.I Shawn.
All right. We jumping into this Tech Talk now. This is the time we get to talk we get to say we want to say. Got things we want to talk about, definitely. And this one in particular, I thought about, and I'm glad that they doing it. Dodge finally is going to release the last call Dodge we all been waiting for. Now, everybody who's been under a tree, we're going to help you out a little bit.
Let's go.
Dodge is done with the Challenger and Charger Hellcat, even V8 motors.
Yep.
After 2023. So Dodge did 7 Halo cars. 6 of them have been released. The last one was supposed to be released during SEMA last year, but apparently Dodge said they couldn't stop the motor from blowing up. So it looks like they figured it out, and the car will be released on March 20th. Now, first off, we already know that Dodge has touched numbers way upstairs with this motor. I feel like they've pushed this V8 to its maximum, but I could be wrong. What do you think the motor in this car is going to be? What are they going to call it? What's your thoughts?
Oh, so you trying to tell me like you don't think it's going to be another like
no
Hellcat type of ordeal?
I think it's going to be a Hellcat like type, but I don't think it's going to be like see like the other car, like the Black Ghost and the other cars that we saw. They all like the Shaker, the one with the Shaker hood and stuff. Those are cars that they've done like customized items on the outside. Some of them had different things on the inside, but they all came with either the 392 or the hell. I think this car right here is going to have a whole different, not different motor setup. Well, then let me say it. It's going to be a different motor setup. I believe it's going to be an 8, but I think they're going to use a different way of tuning it. I think this thing is going to be corn-fed. I think this is going to be an E85 powered 900 something, if not 1,000 horsepower for sale.
I think so too. I think you might be correct on that. However, though, you know it's going to be auto.
I mean, 1,000 horsepower, son.
Oh,
they'll let you buy the manual transmission. They'll let you buy it.
That's accurate.
You could go to the power brokers and go get the transmission. If it's that much of a difference to you, do it.
But my thing is, though, what is it when you buying it like that though? That's a different thing when you buying already 6-speed or 7-speed manual, whatever like that. That's the
how many cars you know stock coming more than 700 horsepower in this manual?
Give me a second, yo.
I'll stop the music. It's not too many, man.
No, it's really not though. But what does that say exactly?
It's saying that 700 horsepower is a lot to handle.
Well, then again,
yo, think about it like this. We could give people a manual car, a manual Civic, and you see what they do. A manual this man. Yeah. Imagine giving somebody a manual 1,000 horsepower. One mistake, but in the wrong gear, you punch the gas. That is it. But I don't care what kind of traction controls on that jump.
But when you think about it, but you could say the same thing with an auto. It's no difference with an auto though.
Yeah, they could dial it back.
How?
They do. Remember, we watched the video. What's the guy that drifts all the different kind of types of cars. He was drifting.
You talking about DK?
Yeah. He drift the Dodge Challenger Hellcat. He was like, yo, the computers involved themselves way too much in this car.
Yeah, but people still manage to mac them though.
Listen, I ain't say it was perfect. At the end of the day, people, listen. If they produce 500 examples, how many you think gonna end up in the junkyard from people crashing?
250.
Right. You're gonna have people gonna lose them. It's what it is. They crash them in the junkyard. It'd be somebody like me wanting to buy the motor. I'll be like this, yo. How much for the motor though? That's what it is, man.
That's true.
But I would say that I'm happy about it though. You know what? Dodge is. I know they're gonna send it off right. I know they're gonna send it off right. This is the 7th one. The 6 others are already touched down, and a lot of people believe it's gonna be the craziest performance car that they could do, that they're allowed to do. So shout to them, man. I can't say one bad word about them. I can't say one bad word. At the end of the day, Dodge has given their people what they asked for, and now they're forced. They're being forced to get rid of this car.
That's real though. You're right. 100%. 100%. They definitely have given the people exactly what they were asking for.
That's a fact. Shout out to the Facebook. You said Dodge shouldn't be sending off anything. I feel the same way. I feel like, they tapped in and they found the recipe and they ate off of it.
They did.
But at the end of the day, the government, they have the right people in office right now where these people are like, yo, we don't want these on the street anymore. They got the right people in office. And that's why that's because car guys don't vote.
That's a fact. I think it's more so that they don't want it on the street. It's like, yo, we don't want that engineering on the street. Like whatever y'all doing to make this thing, we don't need that.
Right.
I think that's what it really comes down to. Because they'd be cool if it had a 4-cylinder in it. 6-cylinder, it'd be no problem.
They still want to get rid of that if they could.
Well, if it was beastly enough, sure.
So, I mean,
well, you think about it, just like with the
shout out to the Facebook, he said they're scared. It's not that. They want to fine them for every V8 they sell.
But that's what I mean, though. Like,
I would pay the fine, though. But then they would try to make it like if you pass that fine on to the seller, that would really separate who wants them and who don't.
See, that's the thing. Remember, that a lot of times it comes down to it. Like, so let's say they got to pay some extra. They're going to find a way to make you pay it back.
That's a fact.
But like you said, that's going to really separate the people, which will be good, though.
And yeah, but at the end of the day, it's not good for them as a brand, as a business.
Yeah, but
that's not.
My thing is, right, like you said, right, they not gonna want to, it don't matter how much you like Dodge, it doesn't matter how much, you know what I'm saying, I think a Supra is better than a Dodge, right? It don't matter about any of that. What matters is, it's like, they not gonna find a way for us to not eat that charge. There's no way.
Nah,
they're not gonna do that. They can't do it.
But at the end of the day, they're definitely gonna be like, yo, you know what, we can't keep them. And that's what Tim Kuniskis ultimately said. He said I tried. We tried everything.
Man, they start paying them fines. Them joints is gonna be wild expensive. Huh?
And exactly. And then on top of that, you don't think they'll just raise the fines until they get what they want? And this is what I'm saying. They have the right people in office.
It's gonna be like a slippery slope. You got a point.
We already at the bottom of the razor, if you ask me. It's a slippery slope. It's slid down the razor into an alcohol river. Because they already got the right people in office. They're doing this.
Yeah, it's true.
Nobody paid attention when they took eBay away.
Yeah.
Now on eBay, you cannot buy anything to tune your car. You think they won't do it to Facebook Marketplace?
Sure they will. You're so mad at town.
Everything is gonna be a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy, yo.
And then you got to know the troll underneath the bridge. Damn, son.
And then you still got to get it inspected, because if they have their way, they won't let you build a race car.
I think
the only way you could build it,
It's gonna get to that.
Of course. If they pass this act, we're finished. And they don't care.
Nah, B. I'm realizing, man, like you always say, like the time for the if you ask me, the time for the real performance is dwindling. You know what I'm saying? And that's what, there's another reason why you had like Toyota come out with like the three-cylinder Bowdy joint. You know what I'm saying? Because
and why
like this?
Yes.
It's over, son. The big size engines is over, son. It's game.
That's why I'm like, yo, if you listen, get your top 5. I've been saying this from day one.
So you've been saying get your top 5. I think you got your top 3 by now, son. You gotta get your top 3 now, son.
That's it.
5, it seemed like a bit of a stretch.
I can't front. I'm gonna get me one of these though.
Mm.
I'm gonna get me one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get me one. I don't care if I gotta, which is why the black market is never going anywhere. Factory.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, just like Toyota said, he said when the government forces people to do something for whatever reason, they don't want to do it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like when you force people to do it, they don't want to do. But if you leave it up to them, they're gonna come around and more or less figure out what's best for themselves. You know what I'm saying? But when you start playing like, yo, you gotta do it, it's a Reynolds rap. But here's the thing though, they gonna figure out a way. I'm learning something, like as we continue to get smarter, they continue to get smarter, right?
Right.
They're gonna find a way to nip all of that, son. It's just a matter of time, son. It's a matter of
you
time,
know how
bro.
you disturb that? You disturb that by putting people in office who will fight for you.
Okay, but in order to do that, that disturbing, right? All that disturbing stuff, people gotta vote.
And they gotta have an entity to vote for. And that's why we will always push gears over government.
That's a fact, son.
Gears
100%.
over government. That's where we are with it, man.
And you gotta care enough. If you're an enthusiast, male or female, whatever, child, whatever, man, you gotta care enough.
That's a fact.
You gotta care enough. Rather you like anything motorsports.
Unfortunately, though.
You gotta care enough, B.
Unfortunately, we seem to be and you know what? It's cool because at the end of the day, we all still at voting age.
Yeah,
where our votes count.
That's a fact, but
I'll say this at the end of the day. Shout out to Dodge.
100%. You're gonna laugh on my way in. I mean, cut you off on my way in. I seen a SRT Jeep, like a 2018. I was like, man, those joints is nice, B.
Yeah,
they sound right, son.
And you know what? Stuff like that is gonna be picked off left and right. Boop, boop. Everybody gonna be buying them, taking. When you can't get one no more, and watch the prices. Watch the prices. It's gonna be crazy, man. They be like, yo, if you want to drive, why don't you just go get yourself that little EV Cherokee Jeep they pushing over there, man. It's gonna be sad, bro. But now we're gonna get into another little something that we saw, and I wanted to get into it with our people out here, man. There was I don't know if anybody watches them, but shout to them. I watched them. Throttle House.
Yeah. Shout out to Throttle House. It's a fact,
right? Hopefully we can get them on the show. That'd be great. I don't know how we're gonna do it, but we're gonna do it. If y'all can share this, maybe they'll hear it. And maybe they want to holler at us. But Throttle House recently did a drag race between the 2023 Honda Civic Type R versus the Toyota GR Corolla. Now, they did a drag race and a roll race. Very interesting to say in my eyes because obviously the Toyota GR Corolla beat the Type R in the drag race. Okay. But in the roll race, the Type R laid out the GR Corolla.
You know the Type R is putting out a little bit more power though.
Yes. It's putting out 315.
Yeah.
Where this is putting out
like 325 or something.
And
crazy.
It's hidden power.
Yeah.
Because even in my Type R, it has all these baffles and things that's sitting up. Rally radio needs to rally the people. That's right. Rally radio needs to rally the people. You right. But with the Type R, there's hidden horsepower. So as I watched it, I said to myself, this is funny because to me, it shows the difference in all-wheel drive versus front-wheel or rear-wheel drive. And they good in the dig, but top speed is not what they.
Because you know what it is, they losing power, going all which ways, and like how they got distributed is getting crazy. So in the middle of that, the front-wheel drive just got to hook up and go.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? It's less travel for the power to go. You know
Facts.
So
shout out to those who listening, paying attention. Drop a like, please. Drop a like. I just feel like, you know what? When it comes down to it, the Type R is better though.
You mean better like?
To me, it's a better track car.
All the way around?
Yes, except for rally. Like, I mean, if you're going to go in the dirt with your car, then I feel like you already know that Corolla. See, to me, that GR Corolla, it could exist in all climates. That Type R, you're not taking it out in the snow. You're not doing that. You're not doing that.
What about light snow?
You're not doing that neither.
To do what though exactly?
What? For the GR Corolla?
No, for the Type R.
To drive. You would drive your Type R in the snow?
Why not? What if it's your only car?
If it's your only car, it's a little different. But if you had to choose, you might get the GR Corolla because it's all-wheel drive. If you live in a climate where it's like, yo, you know what, man, it's gonna snow a lot.
Okay.
you be better off getting the Corolla.
You may be better off, but even still, like it snows here. People run around front wheel drive cars because those will still be good in snow.
Shout to Phil.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, you're right. I would say, me personally,
I think it's your preference though when you really think about it. Because like you said, like if you like, you know, if you really like the Type R as much as you say you like it, you're gonna still cop it.
I mean, you're gonna cop it.
I think you would.
No, you're gonna cop it, but you ain't gonna drive it every day. I don't drive mine every day.
Yeah, that's true.
And what do I have on the side?
The EV,
all-wheel drive.
EV.
My car's not EV.
You sure?
I'm sure. You sure?
I don't know.
I'm sure. My car is not no EV.
Nah, I hear you. But
facts. Can the Type R handle Buffalo snow? I think the GR Corolla stands a better chance. I don't know if anything could have handled that snow.
I think it's just down to preference, though, man. The truth be told, I think it really is. But that's why they give you an option of an all-wheel drive car or front-wheel drive car. It's really up to you. You know what I'm saying?
It is up to preference. But I will say this though, and this question is poised at you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Was this a shocking battle? Did it shock you how it ended, how it started? Did it shock you how it ended at all?
I'm gonna keep it all the way tall. I didn't see it yet. I'm gonna definitely watch it. But just from what I can, just hear from you and doing a little bit of reading I'm doing, did it shock me? No. The reason why it didn't shock me, because I always knew, even like when the FK8 came out, I'm like, yo, when I was doing a little research on that car, I'm like, yo, this car is serious.
Right.
It is super serious. It's battling cars. It's battling cars that cost 20, 30, 40,000 more dollars.
True.
That's making more power and all that. And it's holding it down. So am I shocked at the results? Absolutely not. Why would I be shocked at it? From the dig, okay. But the overall, you know what I'm saying, of the whole race and everything like that, I'm not shocked, man. I'm actually surprised it didn't beat it from the dig.
I mean, what, the Type R?
Yeah.
The Type, I mean, don't get me wrong, it held its own, but it just got to a point where it just got the Corolla got the quick start. It's just what it is. And next thing you know, keep it a buck. The Type R was reeling them in
at the top. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I mean.
In order to do that, we all know, if you're looking at a drag race, right? Anytime you see an all-wheel drive car, they already have the advantage coming out the dig, right?
Off the gate.
But the problem, the thing is, the front-wheel drive car or the rear-wheel drive car just got to have more power. Because if it has more power, it will pull you in, because that all-wheel drive system starts running at a pace where it can't go any faster.
I think if you have more traction on that rear-wheel drive or front-wheel drive car, you're gonna reel it in earlier.
Yes.
Remember, you're gonna start doing, you're gonna start spinning. You know what I'm saying? If you could just manage that,
right,
I think you have a great shot.
But I think at the end of the day, you just don't really get like with the Type R.
Yeah.
If they had right tires, they changed tires.
That's
but I feel like
story.
it was a drag race against stock car to stock car though.
Yeah, that's the whole thing about it. If you start adding tires and whatnot, situation could be a bit different now.
That's a fact. So I'll say I was impressed with it, man. And the last thing we're gonna talk about, man, is the Audi. Audi R8 is having its final send, man. Another one out of here. Another legend.
Audi gone. Shit.
2023 Audi R8 GT is a playful traction limited goodbye. 602 horsepower. Powerful rear drive Audi and a final send off to the mid-engine R8. Oh, man.
It's terrible.
This hurts.
Told you last week on my way in, I seen a white one. You know what I'm saying? V10. Oh, man, beautiful. It was dirty, convertible. I was like, man, that's nice.
You know he drives it.
Yep.
They only selling just 333 of these worldwide, with 150 coming to the U.S. There'll be 50 each in red, gray, and black, which amounts to one for every Audi. Only one for every Audi dealer. Oh, boy, expect the markup to be crazy. Expect the markup to be nuts.
Yeah, it's gonna be banana street.
Each car is labeled with its build number. The sequence sunk beneath the surface of the carbon fiber center console trim. Wow. I mean, and we can also talk about the numbers. We already know what it's gonna be. It's gonna be the V10.
Oh man. Son.
Well, this one's gonna be the R8. So V10 is gonna be ridiculous. 600 horsepower, 8,700 red line.
Damn,
oh my goodness! And they're gonna kill this car off.
I feel like, again, I always feel like the Audi R8 didn't get a fair shot, son. I always feel like it didn't get a fair shot. I remember the first time I seen one in person, We went to Englishtown.
Yes, remember that?
Right? It was a red one that was on the floor dyno or the axle dyno.
It was on the axle dyno.
Right? And it was supercharged.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, yo, hold on, son. This thing is bowed on that. Yo, it was crazy. It was such a
making a lot
smooth,
of power.
Yeah, it was a smooth moment.
And not for nothing, a lot of the power was being held back because it was on the dyno. It wasn't acting right with the dyno.
They couldn't get it right or something like that. They were saying that they couldn't get it right.
Yeah.
And I just was like, damn, man.
To me, it's just a beautiful. To me, that is a beautiful auto.
Yo, I thought it was so fire with the carbon fiber sides by the doors.
Yes.
Always thought that was crazy.
This car, son, this Audi R8 GT is gonna be $253,000
plus 120. Damn,
91,000 more than a regular 2023 rear drive R8 coupe.
Let's not forget about that markup. It's gonna be $120 or something.
Yep.
Yeah, you know another thing is crazy about the R8. I'm missing. You know they started the whole daytime running light business.
Huh?
The Audi R8 started.
Yeah.
This, huh?
LED.
Yeah, the LED jump
with
off.
this car.
Yeah.
Oh man, don't get me started.
Telling you, son. I'm telling you, B. I think it's worth the cop for sure. If you got it, why not go grab it? Yeah, I mean, do the right thing.
Facts.
I say get it in gray.
Get it in gray and stop playing.
That's it, son. Get it in gray. Probably do a little manual conversion along the way. You know what I'm saying?
Call it a day.
Call it a day, right? But it's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be crazy.
I'm just shocked, man. It's like, damn, another one's going, son.
Another legend. What?
Another big engine legend going in the winds.
Yep. It's like shout that. He said all the R8 GTs are sold out already. I believe you.
100%.
It's like finding the right significant other, but it's too late.
Yo, you know that. Damn, that's crazy. That's real. You noticed. I know you probably paid attention to this. All the big engine ones is going out mad fast, huh?
Yeah.
They not getting to the small engine ones yet. They're
not
there yet. You know them sixes is next.
Yes.
Them turbo sixes is next.
They like, oh, look at the GTR.
That's what I'm saying. Because remember, that's one of the first high power crazy ones.
Yes.
Damn, son.
And the 2J. But Dodge is gonna run with the Turbo 6 after this.
Yeah, but it's not gonna be making stupid power.
But that's unless they come out with another car.
What you mean?
So if they kill the Dodge Challenger and Dodge Charger and move them on, that's fine.
Okay.
Don't put a Turbo 6 in that. Put a Turbo 6 in a whole nother car.
Yeah, I would do that though, but you know that's tough for them. I think that's gonna be a tough one. I think it's gonna be a tough one for them to get at though.
Well, we'll see, man. With that being said, man, we're gonna get into this ride music. If it gets play in the ride, it gets play on Rally Radio. Yes, we got some ride music here today.
Let's go.
And this song that we got here is by our artist. Her name is Big Yellow. Hopefully, we could get her on the show. I love her stage presence. She's from the Bronx. She's popping. If you get a chance, check her out. She's on Instagram, Big Yellow. We about to play this joint right here. And when we come back, you know how we get down, man. Y'all know where we going with it, right? You know what that's going to be. What's that?
Driver's etiquette. Because sometimes you got to get this off your chest.
All right. We're going to play this Big Yellow joint. Be right back. Y'all know what it is.
Do it.
Bearded one hit.
S.I Shawn, baby. Let's go.
Let's go.
Another one. You hate to me, you crazy for this one. I ain't gotta say too much.
Take the kids out the room. There's some cursing in it, y'all.
It's Big Yellow, not the little one. Big Draco, not the little gun. You look up to your mans, that's my little son. Try to play it for a pussy, I ain't one of them. No indirects, I was on flex. No views involved, no blue check. You is in my, I got all text. Still got it on me after coat check. Move, bitch, shit, I been hot. Don't compare me to no rapper unless it's Big Pop. Any feature that I'm on, bitches get dropped. I'm still a bad bitch in my flip-flops. Hi, kid, you wanna know violence? I can teach you how to grab a stick and hold it like violence. Hit a sirens. Killing with silence, I'm on timing, I'm sliding. I'm hitting their head like it's a migraine. Straight up out that boogie down, and I got my hoodie down. Feeling like a boogie now. Why they all up on me now? These shooters when I move around. That's how I maneuver now. Keep a bunch of blue faces. Feeling like I'm moving now. I weigh the 40 in the air, I bet I move the crowd. Taking shots in my circle, it get roundabout. I'm the hottest in the city and nothing to talk about. It's a body, it's a kill, they gon' chalk it out. It's Big Yellow, Big Yellow, Big Yellow. Tell you what the fucking time it is. It's yellow season, yellow season, yellow season.
Hopefully we could get on the show. That's what
Yeah,
she come from my homeboy record label, and not for nothing.
Mhm.
I like the way the joint switch beats.
Yeah. That was
Make
fire.
you want to get your little dance on,
Yeah.
like this big yellow, not the little one. Oh, made me want to get my little shake on real quick.
That's a fact.
Yo, shout out to everybody listening, paying attention. With that being said, y'all know how we get down, man. We jumping right in. Y'all ready?
Driver's etiquette. Because sometimes you got to get this off your chest.
All right, man. We ain't want to surprise nobody, scare nobody. Hopefully, you got the kids out the room. But
Hopefully.
With that being said, we jumping right into this driver's etiquette, man. And this driver's etiquette is gonna be real interesting to say the least.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming down to the project cars. They're trying to keep them rolling. I gotta ask.
Yeah.
When is a project done? We're gonna stop the music for this one. When is a project done? In your opinion?
I personally think and believe that a project is never done. Reason why I say that though, because you can always update something. You can always update it. Like for instance, I got a just a reference DK. What's his name? Takata something. You know who I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yo, he been building his A86 for 25 years.
Wow.
Always updating something.
Always updating something. I'm proud of
something, yo, that is so ill. That's definitely, a loopy achievement, or achievement he's working towards. But yeah, man, you can never be done, son. There's always something to be done. Down to the smallest thing.
That's
you
true.
Feel like it needs to be updated, why not do it?
It's true.
So I think a project that's what I think I love about a project as far as like a vehicle is concerned.
Okay.
It was like you can always go back and tinker with it and figure out like, what can I do? What can I do a little bit differently to keep meeting your needs and expectations of it? You know what I'm saying? So I think it can never be done.
So you don't think it's gonna come a point where you just touch that area where the cars is? See, I
perfect. I think you could get it perfect. I think that's probably one thing in this life that you could get perfect. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like you could mess up the secret sauce if you're doing too much.
Yeah, that's it. That's if you ODing. But like I said before, I think you could go back. Let's say, for instance, like you don't fully gut the car, but you want to change up the back seats or something like that.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I need to do the seatbelts or something.
Or you want to add more power
or that. You know what I'm saying? Or you know what? I want to change the gearing and the diff for whatever reason.
See, but okay, so now we getting into what I'm talking about now, right? I'll give you a prime example. Shout out to everybody listening, paying attention. Everybody know that we on Turismo hard, and like I said, I got cars that I'm building. I got my Type R, I got my CRX. I obviously have Susie the Suzuki.
Let's go.
GSXR 1000, and then I have my Infinity also. That's my daily grind. Grace, we love her, right? My thing is, right, I really came up with this while I was playing Turismo the other night. And like I said, if anybody want the smoke, y'all know where to find us.
Please, that's a fact, man. Right? That's a fact. Drop them PSNs quickly.
And we gonna broadcast it on our Twitch page because everybody ain't gonna believe when you take that beating.
Yeah.
But as I was tuning the cars, I had one car I felt was perfect.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna put it out there. It's a Alfa Romeo 8C with a Ferrari 458 Italia swap. Damn. Oh my goodness. This car is perfect.
Yeah.
And I did one wrong thing and I've been trying to make it back there ever since. Damn.
Yeah.
Why did I do that? And you try and that's why they say tune in increments. Like so that you could dial it back if you
that's a fact.
That's a fact. Mean I did 10 things at one time. Like,
oh, see?
And now I'm like, yo, what did I do?
I ain't going front. You know what I do? I try to avoid that. Every little thing I do, I'll go out, I test it, and I come back. All right, let me try to see if I could adjust this part now. Like I try my best not to update so many things at once, because next thing you know, like you said, if this is off, it's likely because of that's off, and then this is off. And now you get to think, damn, where was I at with it?
I mean, I really, this thing is dialed in now, though. But
yeah,
it's a perfect car in my opinion. Like I like power and everything. But I'm just talking about in facts of builds.
Okay.
Because when you talk about a physical real build, we talking about real money.
Yeah.
And I think nobody wants to waste their time putting on something that's not gonna work in the build that you have.
But I think you gotta come to that conclusion after you're done. Like you may think,
you use the word though. Done with what?
No, when you done putting that part on or whatever.
Okay.
You gotta come to like, all right, damn, what's this? And then obviously you go test it or whatever. Like, yo, damn, maybe this didn't do what I thought it was gonna do. And then now you gotta go back. So I guess it's not really money wasted. I think it's a lesson learned.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I think you'll pay for that. Oh, damn, I gotta learn this lesson real fast. Maybe I shouldn't have
touched this
cam. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I need to put another one in there, something like that.
Might be right.
So I think what's so ill about a build, you know what I'm saying, your project, is that you learning through it.
I think that's
you're learning through it. So I'm like,
you're my honest opinion.
Yeah.
Like I love learning about the car.
Mm-hmm.
Like even this Type R, I have yet to touch it.
Mm-hmm.
I really like, and I did the same thing with my CRX. It's like when I had my red CRX, I drove it stock for a long time before I did the swap because I had to see the need. Like I'm gonna be honest, like
that's smooth right there.
You know, with the Type R, with the 2019 Type R. Ooh, yeah, love that car. I will say this.
Yeah,
I've seen the need in the horsepower.
How? Like why?
Because I've been ran down by a car with more power.
Are we referring to the Ferrari?
The Ferrari. I've had cars run up on me that could get me in the straight, but once we get to a certain point, and it's you got to turn, that's where she excels. Turns, twisties. That's where that car excels. That's where when I go from fourth to third, you know it. When I go from second to third, you know it. You feel what I'm saying? But I still want straightaway power. How they go? Breakaway speed. Breakaway speed. Like just when they think they got you coming out of turn, I got them. We on the straight, and then they just see me just.
Yeah. You want more rolling power.
Let's go.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing's wrong with that.
I think that's where, especially after watching that drag race with the GL Corolla, I said, that's where it lacks. That breakaway speed, because he was reeling them in, but he wasn't reeling them in the way he should have.
Like fast enough, you're saying.
I'm gonna tell you right now, there's certain cars that I see in my life, and I say, yo, you know what? That car had another 100. Because I'm not talking stupid numbers. I ain't trying to be like 600 horsepower, because now you know the car can't turn anymore.
Yeah, it's gonna be, have a problem in that area.
Yeah, you give me another 100.
Unless you do all the right, little things around it, but carry on. Another 100, you be doing some things.
I think at that point it'd be great. I think at that point it would be great.
What are you sacrificing though for that another 100 though? You think nothing? Like you think?
Nah, you definitely gonna sacrifice a little bit of reliability.
Of course,
definitely,
of course.
Is it the torque that pushes the horses? It's definitely. I wouldn't say the Type R is torquey at all. Nah,
you bugging. It is.
No. I think it displays more power in the top end than it does low. It spools early, but it's still like not as like once you get to a certain, and I want to say that band is like 5. Once you get over like 5,000 is when it makes its real power.
That's hard to believe, son, because the SI is wild torquey down low.
Nah, you ever drove a torquey car?
I mean, absolutely, but for what that car is, it has a lot of torque down low.
Honda's always lacked in torque.
Nah, listen, you know why I disagree with you? Because as far as the SI is concerned, it builds boost like at 2100, right? It builds boost there, but it has so much there and then more. Remember, that car has 192 for that size of a car. That's a lot, son. And what's the power at 207 or something? That's actually a lot. And I'm pretty sure the Type R is making what, like
306?
No, I'm talking about torque wise. It's probably making like 250.
Yeah. No, the numbers are not that high. I think it's 2.
You what, son?
It's not that high, son.
Well, that's interesting. That's very interesting because the turbo changes the torque numbers now.
It do, but you gotta turn the boost up. It's not a big turbo in there. It's like a disco potato in there. But I will say, right?
Yeah,
I will say, it's still not like driving my Infinity. It has it is there,
but that's
instantly.
That's a NATO.
Yeah.
That's a NATO. I don't know. I think that car has a lot of torque, son. Sandrine has 295 foot-pounds of torque.
That's still not
what
to me.
I think what it is not. What it is debating. I think you're getting a little confused. That car's not a heavy car.
No. It's not confusing. Trust me. Even taking off, it's a difference. Like when I take off with another car, I don't really. It's not really the first gear that get him. It's not. It's like the top of second. Like the mid to top of second is when you really laying into somebody.
Okay.
It's not like as talky as like, let's say, like I said, an 8. It's not an 8.
Nah, it's
and
not,
you can
though.
tell.
That's very interesting because I remember right when I had the Shelby makes torque all through the thing, but it's roll drive and has a big V8.
Yeah.
But with cars like this, that's why I say it's confusing because you probably trying to compare it to a bigger engine car.
Those are what you're gonna run up against, right?
Yeah, but
and that's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, I could go.
Get where you going,
I could say, yo, you know what? This is good for a Type R. I'll say I want to decimate all. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I could say it's good for. Oh yeah, it's good for a Honda. Look, 295. Oh my god. Or I could be like, yo, you know what? No, it's not. Because I want to lay a couple cars out. It ain't no. Oh, you know, if I run up on another Honda, I'm a big bad. Nah, I want to put an M5 down too if I can.
Nothing's wrong with that.
And that's why I say it's when you see the inequity in it. You like this, nah, you know what? I need more in this department. And that's what I think.
Okay. I think nothing's wrong with that. Nothing's wrong with that at all.
I think at the end of the day, it's definitely it could use more.
Nothing's wrong with that, son. You're right. Because if you wanna be, adequate against all, for sure.
And that's ultimately where I'm reaching. It ain't got. It's not like, yo, I want to beat another Honda or a car that I know is slower than this car. Like I know there's times when I'm at the light and I'm just like, here we go. And the car is nowhere near where you could be. But then the cars that are and past that, that's what I want. I want to shock them.
Nah, here you want to shock them on a roll though. Yeah. So you gotta.
No, I don't want to shock them on a roll. That's why I want more. And I want to get them from the dig too.
Son, it's wild cars that Type R could be from the dig, son. Due to just weight in general.
Tuned?
Untuned. Factory.
Well, here we go. Now we're going into another realm. Like I said, this is past factory.
Oh, you talking about if you run across like
anything.
We'll work on it.
Anything. Oh, you want to try it.
I hear you. No,
then you take the smoke. That's what it is. Because not for nothing.
Yeah.
If a car would work, smoke my stock Type R, you think he not talking about it? He's like, oh my God, y'all just murdered this Type R.
I mean, but that always been my problem. Y'all out there in radio.
He's right. That's what I'm saying.
What?
Nah, he said you never drove a GTI in the shows. Like those cars, the VR6s and like remember
a GTI what?
A Volkswagen.
Okay, what about them?
They're talky.
They
have strong torque numbers on the bottom end. That's what I'm saying.
But people, I don't know. You got to think about where the torque comes in at though. They all don't come in at the same. The way they deliver power is differently though.
They may deliver power differently. That's a fact. They do.
It's a lot of stuff we got to consider. Like a tune car that beat your stock Type R. Son, it's stock. So that's not really nothing to gloat about if you ask me. If my car got tons of work or just has modly upgrades and yours don't, that's like
so okay.
That's like a boxer being an amateur fighter. That's not the same thing.
Let's say for instance, right?
Okay.
You got your SI tune work.
Yep.
You run up on a GTR and you blow this GTR.
Okay.
Did it occur to you if it was stock or not? It didn't matter. Like you still washed them.
So that's a whole nother thing now. That's a whole different thing. What type of car? Okay, what car would you imagine just now that had work on it that could beat you? Because you talking about if I could be the GTR with work on, that's a whole nother story. That's a super bouted machine already.
But what if he was stock?
It's still a super bouted machine though.
It has how much horsepower? 545?
I don't know, just maybe like 560 or something like that. They still super bouted.
But let's say you on a roll.
They're still super bouted on a roll.
Right. But on a roll, you got work now. Now all of a sudden it's even playing field. You lay them out.
That's a whole nother story.
You're gonna be that's what I'm saying. You're gonna be talking about it. So let's say let's take it to the step of somebody pull up with an older Civic.
Which older Civic?
It don't matter. Let's say
a new engine in it, of course.
Oh, if not,
okay.
But either or, let's say they got work.
Okay.
And they pull up on my Type R, and let's say we go for it, and they beat my. You don't think they're gonna?
That's a whole Type R. Okay, now
that's
when
they do,
when you put it like that, then that's a little different. Now again, that's a whole nother scenario.
It's not.
You're right. That person will talk about that because it's a little different. Oh, I got this older joint.
Right.
Whatever engine you said, cool.
And then on top of that,
that's different.
What points do I get for laying down an old You know what I'm saying? Like,
if you laying down some old but with work on it and a new engine, if it just got a lot of work, that's still something else. Because 9 times out of 10, that car's gonna be lighter than yours.
okay, right.
Which is a tremendous factor when you're
Uh-huh.
talking about racing or whatever like that. That's still gonna be something to talk about. Because now if you can hear him getting crazy, if you hear his cams acting stupid, VTEC is all over the board.
Right.
That's a little different now. It's
But
now, son. Now you could talk like, yeah, he had tons and tons or whatever.
And that's not gonna happen with a stock type R. So you see where I'm going with it.
I get where you're going. I definitely understand where you had this.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
a
So
fact.
at the end of the day.
I hear you, man. That's true though. You're right, son.
At the end of the day. That's
More
why I
power,
say
baby.
when it comes with a project.
More power, baby. Yeah.
When it comes to a project,
Yeah.
right? What happened?
Screen just went black.
Oh,
Yeah.
when it comes to a project, right?
Mhm.
And that's why I say, when is it done? When is it like, you know what? I've reached my pinnacle with engine power, whatever. I guess you still do things here and there. You do. Like you said, like, you know, like who knows? 10 years from now, 15 years from now, I'll be like, you know what? I don't need no interior in this type. I'll take the whole thing out. May get like that.
I don't think that's what I said. I don't think it can ever truly be done, son.
Mm.
I don't think I think it's hard because whatever your goal is, right? Your
Mhm.
goal may change. It may change. So maybe you like, you know,
So you may repurpose the vehicle, you mean?
Might, like you said, you think 100 would be great. Knowing you, son, you be like this, another 50 somewhere. Rather just talk, rather hold you like yeah, that because that's how it goes. If you ask me, I think it can never. It could get perfect, but I think it will be for it to be done. I don't think it ever be done.
I feel like
it's
done when you're satisfied at that moment.
If you could be satisfied for the remainder of this car, bro, then maybe.
Is it look at the comments? See it on the TV. It's done until someone gives you that gap sauce. That's a fact. You good till somebody smoke you, then you mad.
But here's the thing, though, son. You can't beat everybody, though. It's not accurate.
You could try.
Nothing's wrong with trying. Nothing's for sure wrong with trying at all. But that's why I think you got to build it to your spec. You know what I'm saying? Your spec. I think that's, if you want to call it ever done, you got to build it to your spec. You can't build it to
change, you filthy animal.
He's giving me a story.
I'm just saying, so you can't build it to Johnny's spec down the block. You can't do that.
Nah, but you're not building it to the spec. You're building it to destroy Johnny, though.
Yeah, until Johnny
And
Man come with something else, then you're gonna build it to Johnny Man spec.
Nah, what you do, you get into another car and be like, I built this one too. What's popping?
Yeah, I'm definitely with you, man. I agree 100%.
This is why I think no car guy could own one. They lays potato chips out here, man. I want the Turbo 4. I want an NA4. I want an NA6. I want a Turbo 6. I want an NA8. And then I want a supercharged 8. And then I'm good.
No, I agree.
That's what I want.
I agree, B. I don't think it's ever.
I would say
is not enough, B.
And so with that being said, what projects you got going on? Let the people know. What projects you got going on?
Absolutely none.
You don't have a current project?
Not a project in mind, sir.
SI is not a project?
Nah, ain't a project, bro.
Just a regular daily?
Just a daily.
Oh,
it's just a daily, man. It could lay some folk out, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Given right circumstances, of course.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But nah, man. At this current moment, S.I Shawn has not a project, son.
Well,
one, B. What about you?
The bearded one always got something going on.
I hear that.
And you know what? It may not be a project in people's eyes, but it is a project in mind. And
I mean, I guess I do got one project going on.
What's that?
Get my pockets right.
That's a project?
It's a fact. So ongoing project. Ongoing project.
I hear that.
But yeah, carry on though.
In the same breath, my 1988 black CRX SI is gotta be. Shawn needs to get that MK Super. Oh boy, they pushing. They being pushy out here.
Man, it's all right, man. It's all good, B. It's all good.
I would say the 24-hour Geo. I would definitely want to finish or get let's say get started rather with the black CRX. So I already started unbolting a couple things because right now that CRX has what you call a ZC motor, which is a JDMD series, right?
Yeah.
So when I bought the car, I had it in there. So that motor's coming out and I'm selling it. That motor and transmission combo is coming out and I'm selling it. And in the meantime, the next order of business is going to be getting the car ready for body work and paint.
Yeah.
Because I realized that I'm putting a Type R K20 in this car.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of things that got to be done to the engine bay before that can happen.
Yeah.
You got to take out the all other different things. And we're going to do this on camera for everybody to see. The motor, the mounts have to be welded in, mounts have to be cut out. So there could be nothing under the hood because none of that is being used now.
Man.
So I mean, the evaporation system, the fuel setup is different. All of that stuff comes out.
Mounts and all that good stuff.
Mounts, well, just the passenger side mount.
Really?
Yeah. Passenger side mount got to be cut out. And when it's cut out, you got to weld in a new one that comes with the motor mount kit that you buy.
Oh man, that's gonna be crazy.
So, and that's to me, that's probably been the hardest part of the whole thing. Is who's gonna do that work? Like, I really don't know how to weld. I don't want to take the chance and I'm driving the car and the whole motor fall because the weld wasn't tight. I don't know. It's just gonna be a whole different story. Y'all gonna go through it with us. Don't forget to follow us on YouTube because that's where it's going down.
I gotta ask you though. You think when you drop that in there, you think that vehicle's gonna have torque?
Yeah. I think because it's taking a motor out of a bigger car. Yeah.
Okay.
It's taking a motor out of a bigger car and it's putting it in a smaller, lighter car. So I think that the specs of that motor is still going to be the same, but I just feel like it's going to react different in that car.
Okay.
And then the fact that it's limited slip, it's a lot to it. Like even my Type R, she suffered from wheel hop, crazy. Like that's why it just has a hard time putting the power down too in that first gear.
Okay,
when you take off, but that's definitely a project.
Yeah,
Susie's a project.
Ooh,
got a couple things I was looking at, and I was like, you know what? This 2006 Suzuki GSX-R 1000. It's like, you know what? That bike, in my opinion, is like the last before they started jumping into this A, B, C and dialing down power and like this was the last.
Yeah.
No, it still has a throttle cable, no fly-by-wire sensor, nothing like that. So I got a couple things I want to do for her and Grace.
Yeah.
The daily get around, aka bringing it back to stock.
Let's go.
And we're gonna put in parentheses slightly modified.
Yeah, that's a fact, right?
But
that's a fact.
Got a lot of things going on, man. Don't forget to tune in. Y'all know where y'all can find us, man. Don't forget to tune in to YouTube at Gutterball Rally, Instagram at Gutterball Rally, Facebook at Gutterball Rally. We live on Twitter now at DoYouGBR.
That's fire.
And we also on TikTok at GB Rally.
That's fire.
And we are also on Twitch. Don't forget, because we're gonna be playing them games out here. But with that being said, you know how we get down, man. We got our next segment coming up.
But you know, I ain't mean to cut you off.
It's all good.
Freaking like the big one said, man, you a little questionable if you don't got a project. You know, and I agree. I agree with that 100%. Like, are you really an enthusiast without a project?
Honest opinion, you know what?
You truly are, though.
You know what?
I think that's a good
Some
one.
enthusiasts could look, but somebody said this to me a while back, and I had to think about it, and it was like, yo, you know, they right. You know, there's a lot of things you probably spending your money on right now that you could just put to the side and actually spend on having a project or even doing a project. So it's like when you think about it like that, it's like, oh, you're a true enthusiast.
Yeah.
You know what? You could be an enthusiast and not have nothing going on at the moment, but I can almost guarantee that every enthusiast is going to want to build something. So I think a lot of people, if they don't have builds, they're going to. And really the push is to get your hands on it now before the prices become so astronomical that you can't get your hands on your favorite project. You know what I mean?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
With that being said, we're going to jump out of our segment. We're going to jump into our next segment. Y'all ready for this? You ready?
What's that?
Here we go.
Real legends never die.
All right, before we start Legends of Auto, we got a call. Rally Radio, who we got in the box?
Hey, it's Miller time.
Miller, what it is?
Projects.
Yes.
Yes. I I haven't really done anything with the 150, but I do want to put a subwoofer in there because it already has good sound.
Okay.
So I want to get a subwoofer, and of course, along with the subwoofer, probably going to need a decent quality amp to kick that going and make sure that it doesn't really affect my battery all too tough. Because I learned from the last one that I'm going to need a little bit more battery power if I'm going to run the amp, if I'm going to get the bass going in my truck.
Yes. So you sound like you got plans for the audio about to go crazy with it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm getting up there in age, so I still need my hearing, but every now and then.
Oh man, Miller's jokes for that.
Yo, I hear you, kid.
100%.
I hear you, bro.
So I figured I throw that in there when you guys talk about projects. I mean, I'm not even talking about what my second vehicle is going to be. That's a second project in itself. But I figured, you know what? Because this July will be 3 years, and I'll be halfway through paying my baby off. So I'm figuring I'm going to slowly start really blessing it and rewarding it and giving it something to call it my own. And nothing says mine like a car driving by with the booming system. Well, I don't really need a booming system. I just need a good subwoofer and a good amp.
Okay.
That's my joint right there. So cars riding by with the boom. Yo, if we could play some ride music here without them trying to shut us off, it'd be great. But
there you go.
You know how that go, Miller. Well, shout to you for getting your projects and everything in line.
Factory.
And I don't know if next Saturday is part of your projects, but we going to the strip. We go.
Yeah. Well, like I told you, pending.
I just let them know I ain't coming. You better figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I won't be there, fam. They're like, yo, listen, so Miller's next Saturday. Yeah, next Saturday I'm going to Superchargers. Like, I thought you was no. I told you.
No.
I just won't be there.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, but I'm not trying to coax you into falsifying documents saying you were sick.
Remember school card many years ago? Remember the first thing they told you? Change your name to I don't know.
Facts.
That is jokes.
Facts. No knowledge. Like this.
I said no knowledge.
They were like, what do you mean? They're like, well, here's an example. Hey, we're gonna go to so and so and so. So what are you? How's it looking for you? Well, I don't know, man. I'm not sure.
Is jokes.
And then they're like, jokes. Oh, now
they get it, right? Now they get it. Yo, Miller, you know what it is. We're going to finish the show strong. We got a Legends of Auto coming up. And I got to hear him explain. Yeah. If anybody knows anything about key cards, you're really going to like this one. And don't forget, Turismo, too. I don't know if you got a PS5. You got a PS5, Miller?
PS4?
No, sir.
You got PS4, though?
No, sir.
Oh, man.
That's what I had was a PS3, and my son took it from me, and I've never seen it again. It's been held captive.
I hear that. Well, we're going to be getting it on
probably in the game
in the Gran Turismo, so we're going to show everybody to log in with Twitch so they can see what's going on.
Factory.
Because a lot of cats are talking crazy. But
yeah, it's going down, Miller Tom.
So hopefully we see you next Saturday, and if we don't, we're going to have more events coming up, and we want you there, bro.
100%.
Yeah, but you know what you guys got me focused on? You got me on another project. I got to redo my passport because I definitely want to go up north. I want to leave the country for once, and I don't have to fly.
Let's go. So he's definitely trying to do the northern exposure.
That's a fact. Yeah. World. Yeah.
That's going to be interesting because Canada's a different place.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, when you get over to Niagara and you see how the roads are set up there, yeah, it's ridiculous. Wow. But that's a whole nother thing. Miller, we're going to finish strong. We're going to get back to you, bro. Appreciate you for tuning in.
Always a pleasure, you guys. Continue to do what you do. Let me get my notebook out and write some more notes.
Copy that, kid. You know what to do.
All right, guys. Be good. Be safe. Take care.
Factory.
Peace. Later. All right, with that being said, y'all know what it is, man. We're going to do the intro one more time.
Legends of Auto. Real legends never die.
All right, what you got for us, kid? Legends of Auto. What you got for us today?
So today I think it's a pretty interesting one.
Let's
know
go.
What I'm saying? I think y'all might like this one. So we didn't really get this one. This is a 1992 Suzuki Cappuccino. Let's go.
Early. I don't know why they called it cappuccino.
First off, I think that's an ill name. I'm not gonna front though. Like, why is it called the cappuccino? You know why?
Because a cup of cappuccino gets you excited and you don't need much. It's a little shot.
This guy, he's on the ball. He's on the ball.
You know how we do.
I think that's exactly what it is. Because if you guys don't know, first off, it's a Kiko. So what a Kiko is actually a lightweight, short wheelbase sports car. In this case, it's a sports car, but that's what it really means. Key car means lightweight, and this thing is over the top lights. Huh?
And when we say key car, we talking about real small.
Yeah, it's a small car.
It's a CRX small. We talking about
it's small. It's small. It's a small.
It's really small. I don't think I could fit in one.
It'll be a challenge.
It'd be a challenge.
It'd be a challenge. So just to give you points of reference, just think about a smart car.
Right.
It's relatively that size.
Right.
Okay. So right, this what makes this car, in my opinion, a legend, and maybe the world too after y'all hear this, right? So for instance, right, the car weighs 1,562 pounds, right, which is ridiculous. First off, or secondly, that has a 666cc engine making about 65 horsepower and about 73 foot-pounds of torque. Here's the thing, and it's 3-cylinder and it's turbocharged.
Right.
Ridiculous. And then on top of that is rear-wheel drive. Come on, son.
Oof.
With a 50-50 weight distribution.
Oof.
Limited slip.
Oof.
Independent suspension all the way around.
Oh my goodness.
I'm telling you, son, this car right here, like, it reminds me, like, so here's, first off, this is one of the manufacturers that I didn't think I ever did a car with Suzuki.
Suzuki did a
couple cars.
Suzuki Samurai.
That's what I'm saying. They did a couple cars. Like, no other manufacturer really decided to make a car or two. Am I bugging? Any motorcycle manufacturer, I should say.
Yamaha has never.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think Yamaha ever made a really car. I mean, other than like Honda, obviously, but I'm talking about like Kawasaki and all of well, then again.
Kawasaki, I don't think they had it.
Nah, they never made a V.
Nah.
All right, so it's certain motorcycle manufacturers that never made a car, and this is definitely one of them who did, which I'm so blown away by. I'm telling you, man, this car right here, kid, was like this is if you ask me, this is definitely a sports car though. And this is when we go back to early in the show, is like, what do you consider torque numbers? Because these numbers are low, but like you said, you don't need much to have a great time.
Right. He said you don't need much to have a
cappuccino, right? You don't need much to have a great time. You feel me?
You don't need a lot.
I think this thing right here, though, kid, was definitely like, it'd been great if we would have seen like cars like this over here. Just imagine you think it would have been like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, it would have had a cult following
over here,
but Americans are too big.
Nah, they are. See, that's the problem. And then we got to think it right before we end this real fast. Americans are too big, and they probably can't,
they can't drive manual. They can't fit them.
They can't drive manual. They can't fit in one of these.
We saw Norbit. He said Norbit. She said, Norbit, stop messing with my seat, Norbit. He was like, stupid seat.
Yo, another quick highlight of this car, son. Yo, the RPM was 9,500.
Wow. Now that is impressive.
Turbocharged 3-cylinder with a 9,500 red line.
Wow.
I'm about to spike my hat off the wall, yo.
That in itself makes
Come
it
on, son.
Legends of auto.
9,500.
Real legends never
son,
die.
just imagine taking up to 9,500. Oh my
God. That's
turbocharged.
That
though.
To me sounds crazy.
So you know what happens is real quick. We know what happens is, since it got such a high RPM, it's developing its torque faster and way more efficient, putting that power to the ground.
Yes.
So it's gonna make it pretty relatively quick, son.
Legends of auto.
Legends
Real legends never
Come
die.
on, y'all.
Telling you, man.
Key car special right here, baby. Let's go.
Well, we only got 2 more segments right here. Hopefully, we can get it in before
Let's
it's
go.
time to leave. And we just gonna skip one and we're gonna go right into the other. We want to go into the motorcycle real quick.
Let's go to the bike.
All right, let's go.
Let's do it.
The newest
It's on you.
modifications, parts, and fashion. Only on Rally Radio.
All right.
So what we got right here for this hot mod, man, and me and Ben was talking about it a little earlier. So Yamaha is talking about another triple, which is the engine that they're trying to put into their R7, which they taken out of the MT-09, which is a naked bike, and they trying to put in a Philly Fair bike. I think that I got a couple opinions on that, man. I'm gonna keep it short though, but I feel like every time they do a project like that, it never really ends well for the sports bike, just because they taken an engine out of something that had a totally different characteristic, and they put into something else. They trying to make it into something that it's not. I don't know, Bidwin. What do you think?
Here's the thing. A lot of times when they put them in the naked bikes, they detune them.
But
what's the tune looking like when it goes inside the street bike? Because there's a category there. Right now, the BMW S1000RR is the pinnacle right now.
Yeah, that one is crazy. But wait though, when it's originally built for that bike though, now what?
Nah, you could bring the motors around. Ducati did it when they did it with their Evolution motor.
Yeah,
they did it. They moved it around from the Monster to all different kind of motorcycles. But it's just the tune. See, the tune is what makes it. Listen, if they're gonna do it, they got to tune it to be way more sporty than what it is right now.
All right, real quick. So they did this with the MT-07. They threw it in the R7. They didn't change the tune.
See,
so maybe they're gonna fix it in this one. Then you saying?
See, when I hear numbers like R7 and come on, bro, that right there is like it's just showing that they reaching for a demographic that they never reached for before because it was only three R6, R1. That's it.
Yeah,
they need to lead a 750 gang to the Suzukis, but we're gonna get to that.
Let's go.
Another time.
Let's go. Shout out to Yamaha doing their thing because they also nice with the pianos, you know. They also had their hand on that LFA, so let's go, baby.
Let's go. And with that being said, we jumping right in.
It's the Understeer.
What up?
Where we like to ask, what the hell were you thinking?
Well, today's Understeer is gonna go. Y'all ready for this?
What's that?
German police try to pull over a Tesla, and the guy said he was asleep at the wheel.
Damn.
So all of this was going on the Autobahn in Germany. Said that they tried to pull over a Tesla, and as they ran behind him with the lights on, he didn't respond. This is coming from the Bavarian police. They said the chase ensued for 15 minutes, and they tried to wake the guy up behind the wheel. Said the guy finally woke up, hit the brakes, pulled over, didn't know what was going on. He admitted it was time to hit. He admitted that it was time to stop the auto. They call it crazy, Ausfahrt, and talk to the police. Once he actually stopped, they found a weight in the footwell. Oh my God, he had a weight on the footwell and had this thing going while he was sleeping.
And this is what they want, y'all.
And this is why I say those cars are dangerous, because people do silly stuff like that. So with that being said, AKA, and you know, we're gonna drop his name a little bit because people like this have to be exposed, man. It's like when you doing stuff like that, you're really making it dangerous for everybody out here. You know what? They didn't put his name in the article.
Nah, they wasn't gonna put his name in. They wasn't.
They couldn't, because I'm gonna tell you, man, I'll be on his social media in a heartbeat. But with that being said, you already know what it is. That is
It's the Understeer.
What up?
Where we like to ask, what the hell were you thinking?
Now, with that being said, we've reached the end of the show. Shout out to everybody listening. Shout out to everybody paying attention.
Factory.
There's one more part to this show, and it's called the exhaust notes. The reason we call it the exhaust notes because it's pretty much towards the end. You know what I mean?
It's fire.
And even though we didn't want to kill the mood of the show, we have to acknowledge the greatness.
100%.
We have to acknowledge the greatness. So with that being said, we're gonna take a little bit of time out and honor Mr. Ken Block.
Number 43, baby.
Number 43. Kenneth Paul Block, born November 21st, 1967 in Long Beach, California. He rallied in paradise January 2nd, 2023 in Utah. His car number was 43. He had 26 starts. He in FIA World Rally, but he started his career in World Rally in rallying period in 2005. Everybody knows that one. I can never say this word right. Genican or
something like
that. I know cats is laughing, but I just can never say it right. But the first time I saw Ken Block was when he did this video for Top Gear.
Yeah.
And he was driving this Mustang crazy. And I mean, like, and then after that, you know, obviously we've seen the rally cars that he had, but prior to that, he participated in all different kind of Rally America, Global Rally Cross Championship, FIA ERX Supercar FIA World Rally Cross Championship. I mean, the man was the pinnacle of what we consider a driver and a wheelman. So with that being said, man, we're just going to give him a moment of silence for number 43, Ken Block, Rally in Paradise. And I'm going to tell you, man, we're going to miss you down here, bro. So we're just going to keep it quiet for a cool minute. All right, we are back Gymkhana. I'm hoping I'm saying that right.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Gymkhana or something like that.
In 2009, that's when he did it. He took James May out, and he really was wheeling it. I know hooning, and he created his own term.
So in fact,
hooning. We were like, what's that? He successfully built the brand.
Mm-hmm.
He successfully did what he loved to do. So with that being said, Gutter Ball Rally, we salute you.
100%.
That's always a tough one, man. It's always tough when we lose
Drop
people who
the clutch, baby.
Drop the clutch. He's definitely one of those, man. He is definitely a will man. And it's gonna be this is a big loss. And I don't know how I don't think nobody's ready to take his place. And I don't think we should even talk like that.
Nah. I don't see how you could. I think it's gonna be other, who probably underneath him probably was learning.
That's a
fact.
What I'm saying?
But ain't gonna
his daughter.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? What's her name? Layla?
Yeah, she built the Audi. She built the Audi that is crazy. Is the day he passed, they had put the post up that they was looking forward to her car coming out. And it's just a lot to process, man. And she lost a dad. We lost somebody that entertains and drives well, but she lost a dad. So our condolences out to her and to his whole family.
Factory,
man.
Absolutely.
So with that being said, man, it's the bearded one here.
S.I Shawn, baby.
And we want y'all to don't forget to tune in Saturdays, 12 noon. You know where to find us.
100%.
Next Saturday, we going to Supercharge. Get your money right, get your helmet, and get your GoPro ready because it's going down. So with that being said, you got any shout-outs you want to give?
Yeah, some shout out to everybody out there, man. The ones who was rocking with us, following us, watching us. Keep it cool, y'all.
And with that being said, we
are
drop the clutch, hit the gas. Rally Radio, where the fast life meets the fast lane.
Yeah.
You're now tuned into Bars and Hoops Radio. Where the world of hip-hop and sports live.
Dropping the clutch and then I hit the gas. Wheels screeching, tires burning, I'm flying past. Gotta get home quick, don't wanna miss the class. They schooling you on whips and how to make them fast. Talking about everything from cars to plane. What's hot, what's next, and how to flip the game. They talk in my language, we speak the same. That whip talk complex, but yet they keep it plain. From the news, the interviews, they keep it cool. They give reviews, everything from parts to tools. Can't lose, come to whips, they not no fools. Don't miss the show, the start time is noon. The bearded one, S.I Shawn, they crazy though. You can't miss it, tune in to Rally Radio.
Where the fast life meets